streaming platforms and how to be able to play music smoothly through it. So even though the music didn't come out like we wanted it to, the episode
Mm-hmm.
itself
Mm-hmm.
absolutely amazing. And just recently it hit 600 views, and I'm just like, wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I still can't believe that it did those numbers. And Travis and several other people, they were part of it, and we just had a hell of a time. So that was really just supposed to be it. But then as it started to grow and build, everyone was like, hey, BDB, you should, turn this into something. So I was like, all right, you know what, cool. So then I did a second episode. That one did just as well. And that was pretty much going to be it. But then everybody started seeing the reception and the positive energy that we were building from it. And they were like, okay, can you do a third one? And I wasn't going to do a third one. I was going to stop there, but then they kept asking for it, so I went ahead and did it, and we just turned it into a trilogy. Now that was supposed to be it.
Right.
I was thinking about doing something else afterwards, but I wasn't really getting much of a response. So eventually, as I started meeting more people, I said, you know what? Let's find a way to bring this back. So let's
Mm-hmm.
narrative up, because with the trilogy, I gave everyone the opportunity to battle amongst each other, all the few people that were on board. But now that I've gotten a much bigger roster now I'm just asking the guys, okay, who do you want to battle? Who do you want to battle? Some of them already kind of have it in mind. Some of them I'll go ahead and put them together based on their sounds and styles.
Mm-hmm.
And we just went through with the series, and now it's just been an absolute ball. So I got to thank everybody for making it what it is. And we're far from done. So that's basically how it came about. A simple, just hearing a couple beats into this whole entire segment.
Right.
Absolutely amazing. So,
Man, you better not stop now. Because I'm telling you, like, I be in there talking about, oh, this sound like this, and oh, it sounds like that. I'm not even on the panel, but it's like that's what it sounds like to me.
yeah,
I didn't pay attention really good. Did you come from a musical background?
believe it or not, I actually didn't, but I have a lot of friends and family who either they do music or they make beats.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I gotta say, as far as like my parents, I owe a lot of what I know musically to them, because they played a lot of stuff coming up. When you're a kid, you're not really into it. You don't want to hear it because they call it quote unquote grown folk music. Boy, you don't know nothing about that right there. Yeah, that's my song right there. Who sings that? I ain't telling you. You don't need to know that. Just know that's my song. I'm like, okay, well, how am I supposed to enjoy it? I don't know who's singing it or who it is. So
Right.
they always kind of excluded me from those conversations because I was so much younger. But I always kept it instilled in my head. Even though I wasn't crazy about it, it was still just there. And so as I got older, of course, I could appreciate it even more than I did when I was a kid. So it always stuck with me. Now I'm going back and I'm listening. I'm like, oh, that was James Brown, or oh, okay, that was Luther Vandross. Oh, that was Whitney. Or that. So it's in my head. And I've always, enjoyed eclectic music coming up. So I've heard all different types of genres, from soft rock to techno to classical, orchestral, R&B, you name it. So with this series, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to change the narrative, because most beat battles, if you guys ever tune in or if you ever seen them, they kind of just correlate to just hip hop or rap. I wanted to change it up now. I wanted to, okay, let's throw some classical in there. Let's throw some jazz, some funk, some soul, some rhythm and blues, some electronic, some house music, just every genre you could think of. I'm just telling the guys, look, whatever you guys have, send me those beats and let's do it. Some of them were like, oh, I don't know if they're going to like that beat. I'm like, trust me, I have a very eclectic audience. They will like it. Let's just throw it in there. Let's just see what happens. And they said, okay, we're going to take your word for it. So now they're just throwing in all different types of sounds. And I'm just watching as everybody is coming in like, oh my God, I love this beat. Or I'm sipping wine to this one. I'm in the garden right now listening. I'm cooking right now and dancing and grooving. And so it's just like I wanted to make it a musical vibe all around, because that's what it represents. B.O.B. is movement. It's something for everybody. Even if there's one or two beats you don't like, I guarantee everybody that's tuning in, there's at least a few beats that you're going to leave from enjoying, even if it's not your favorite ones.
Right.
So that's just basically how we came about doing it. And again, I couldn't be more grateful at how amazing this turnout is becoming. So yeah, as long as these guys continue to keep sending me more beats, as long as I can continue to keep meeting more producers that have different types of eclectic music, yeah, I'll definitely keep it going for as long as possible.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. Can you sing?
No, that, honestly, that's just me being silly and whatnot. Like I can't. I don't have any. No Luther. I'm no Teddy Pendergrass and all like that. I just. People ask me all the time. They be hearing me like sing different songs on my streams. They be like, "Oh, you can sing." Like, no. I can't hit any falsettos or high octaves. That's just me just being goofy and silly and stuff. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He being there like Luther, you'll never find.
I could harmonize a little bit like you'll never find. I could do that and stuff, but
see, I got it out of them ladies. I got it out of them. I did it.
That's a little bit like but yeah, I can't.
He be in the shower killing it.
She'll be like, she's like, babe, that's not it. Don't do it. I'm like, why not? She's like,
Oh.
She's like, I love you, but stick to what you know. So I said, all right, duly noted. So yeah, that's just me being silly and goofy.
Okay, Miss April's on the panel. Hi, Miss April.
How you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
How you feeling? How you living?
Check this out. I love me some house music.
Yeah.
What do you think about house music?
Love it. My mom, she was actually just here not too long ago, but she left. But she's the same way. She loves house music. We're originally from Jersey, for those who don't know. So we definitely came up on the Jersey type of music, the dance, the groove, the house type of vibe. So I absolutely love it. So anytime some of the guys in the Battle of the Beats come through with some, house music, definitely all the better, because like I said, I love to dance, I love to party and whatnot. And so
you can't dance.
Huh?
You don't know how to dance. You probably do a two-step.
No, really Will Smith and Hitch. I could keep my groove on, get my dance on. It's been a minute.
But, I bet he do the Roger Thomas.
That's the scene.
I can bounce real good now. I bounce on my sofa in the car. I can bounce real good. But they're having a chosen few. They had this big house event every year in Chicago because, house started in Chicago. House music. Frankie Knuckles. And I love it. I love all the dirty house. I love it all. I love it all. I love the beat and house music.
Yeah.
Like, man, you can. Yeah. I love me some house. Yeah.
That's cool. Travis talking mess to you.
Oh yeah. 127. No,
yeah.
he knows. We years ago we were at my cousin's wedding and I was out there killing it. Everybody's like, "Oh man, you can dance." I'm like, "Yeah, I party." I'm like how Damon Wayans was on Major Payne when he was talking to
no.
And she's like, I don't suppose you dance. He's like, I've been known to carry a little rug in my
You was doing the Major Payne dance.
Close to it. Yeah, you see, you was
Do you step?
Huh?
Do you step?
Yeah, I could, of course, I could naturally two-step and stuff. But I like to
Okay.
actually dance. I don't like to just go into the club and just sit there with drinks and just dance from the chair. No. I like to get on the floor. That's the purpose of going to the club. You don't go to the club just to drink. You can go to a regular bar or pub to do that. They got the music playing. You got all the different vibes you're hearing. Get on that floor and do something and dance and stuff.
Right.
What's the point of just standing there just doing this and stuff? What is this? You can do that at home. Put on some something from the 70s or 80s and just rock back and forth and stuff. No, if I'm going to go to the club, if I'm going to be in the party scene, I'm going to dance. So, and that's how it should be. So it's the same thing with Battle of the Beats. Anytime people are tuning in and somebody's playing a club or one of those house type beats, dance. I'm dancing from my seat. I got to continue. I can't get up and dance like I want to, but Oh yeah, I'm grooving. Trust me. So that's what it's about. You gotta have fun.
Right.
I feel like people aren't having fun anymore because of today's society and just the way everything is. It's like let's get back to just genuinely
Exactly.
just having that pure fun, entertainment, enjoyment. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here to do, especially when it comes to being on platforms like this. Have fun.
Right.
So of course,
Right.
I'm going to have fun.
Exactly. Okay, so we're gonna shift things a little bit.
Okay.
Who is
What? Okay.
BDBGP? Who are you? So that people can know who are you. Not the personal stuff. I'm talking about the content creator portion.
Oh, so for those who don't know, BDBGP is Big Daddy Beard Gaming Promotions. A lot of people say productions and presentations. I don't know why, but it's all good. I can't count how many people have said for productions and premieres and presentations. I'm like, it's promotions, but hey, teach his own. But I am a YouTube gamer. I've been on this platform for about going on 5 years now. Recently just got monetized about a year and a half ago. It's been an absolute blessing. So thank you to everybody.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I recently hit 2K, even though my numbers keep going up and down, but I recently hit that milestone not too long ago as well. So thank you to everybody that's been supporting and making all this possible. But yeah, I'm a gaming content creator. Love video games. I've been playing games ever since I could hold a controller in my hand. So what I like to do is I like to showcase a different variety of games. So everything from interactive to game shows to just, regular, fun, friendly, even, family oriented, anything that's, going to get people's attention. I love to do the games. I see a lot of gamers on this platform. I see a lot of them that, do the same thing, mainly for like, their community's sake or for whatever reason, just because certain games are their favorite. And I'm not opposed to that. That's perfectly fine. But for me, I'm all about being different. That was one thing my parents instilled in me. They told me, no matter what you do in life, dare to be different. Do something,
Right.
in order to be the best, you got to stand out from the rest. So don't do what everyone else is doing. Set your own trend. Be your own trendsetter. So I said, okay, you know what? With something like this gaming channel, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do what most people aren't doing because ultimately that's what it's about. Just kind of changing the narrative and giving something for everybody to look forward to. So I do all different types of gaming. So you go to my channel, you're going to see a little bit of everything. You'll see stuff that you probably seen on other people's channels. You'll see stuff that you probably never even heard of. You'll see me doing stuff for my audience to get them involved so that they're not just sitting there just watching like, okay, he's just another gamer. Because when I first came into this, that's kind of how I was looked at. My name wasn't even ringing like the way it is now. Nobody really knew who I was. My only subscriber was myself. You ever see like those TV shows where somebody comes out for like a performance and stuff, and no one's in the crowd except that one person. They're like, "Woo!" that was me. My clone version, and the audience like, "Yeah, go BDB." I'm like, "Hey, nobody's here." So it started off slow. Eventually, it grew into what it is now. And again, I'm very humble, very appreciative, very grateful for it. But yeah, I love to just do all different types of gaming. Anything that's going to keep people engaged and entertained and looking forward to coming to the channel and seeing something different every single time. Sometimes I'll go back to certain games, but for the most part, I'm always looking to bring something out because I got a ton of games.
Right. That's cool. I get into a lot of people chats. They don't even, sometimes you don't even know I'm in there. Sometimes I'll speak and sometimes I won't. But I don't know what it is about the games. I will sit there in my chair and I will watch you guys play, and all of a sudden I'll wake up and it's your other video. I'm like, what did I miss? I done missed the whole. It's something about video games. They put me to sleep. I don't know. So when I see people playing games late night, I will click on it, like with the word will be on, and I'll be listening to him. But it's like something about the gaming and you guys' voice will knock me out. And I'm like, I'll wake up. I'm like, how come I can't comment? Oh, it's their older video. Oh, shoot, I done slept through the daggone video. What's wrong with me? But it's relaxing to me. I don't know how to play, but it's relaxing to me. You know.
Yeah, gaming is very, very therapeutic. Most people don't think so, but it is. And that's why I like to showcase different games because there's some games that I'll play.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, I have a playlist that I set up, and a lot of people that are in here, they know about it. It's called Movie Video Game Night. And what it is I find these games that are interactive, and they're either based off of a movie or a television series. And I'll set it up for people to come in and interact by choosing the decisions and choices based on the game. Now, what happens is whatever everyone chooses, whatever the majority rule is, it alters what's going to happen with the outcome of the game. So it could either be good, it could be bad, it could be in between. But I like to give it that ambiance, like you're actually at home watching, one of your favorite movies or one of your favorite TV shows, but you get the opportunity to actually be a part of the game. So as I'm, hosting and doing my thing, I'll tell everybody, hey, what do you guys think? Should this person do this or should they do that? Should they go here? Should they go there? And you'll see everybody, oh, go here, go here. Oh, no, do this. Oh, no, go here. No, wait, not yet. So it's really dope. So because it brings them in and it gives them something to do. So they're not just necessarily sitting there. I know everybody's enjoying it, but I like to make it to where you can actually feel a part of it. Even if you don't necessarily feel like a gamer, because I have a lot of people that tell me, like, I'm not a gamer. I'm not a big on gaming. Gaming is universal. It's like everything else in life. There's a little bit of something that everybody can play. If you like a board game, they got tons of games like that are designed strictly from board games or game shows. A lot of people in here like shows like Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune. They have video games based off of that, and I've actually done those types of streams. They have like the little party games, where everybody can come together and try different games where you have to use your device, like your cell phone or your tablet, and join in with what's going on and follow like the instructions and play along with everybody else. So it's just a little bit of something for everybody. Family Feud, the Jackbox party pack that I've done. So it's just a little bit of everything. So even if you don't necessarily may feel like a full-fledged YouTube gamer, but everyone has a little bit of gaming in them. Everyone here likes something, whether it's Jenga or it's checkers or Uno. I don't know if they have like spades and stuff like that. Somebody was asking me on one of my streams, they're like, "Hey, BDB, like, could you do a stream of spades?" I don't think they do spades. Spades, that's strictly just for the cookouts and stuff. If I could ever find it. But honestly, I'll probably lose. I don't know how to play spades and nothing like that. But they got domino stuff. So you'd be surprised how many games are out there based off the stuff that we've come up playing when we were younger and in our youth. So that's what I like to showcase.
Okay, so how did you come up with your channel name?
So when I first got my PlayStation, they let you create a unique username so that everybody can identify you as, or you can use your government name, whatever one you want to use. So I didn't want to go with my government. I know so many Jaden Johnsons in the world. So I wanted to come up with something, different and unique. And so I was looking at the different suggestions that they had, and I didn't like any of them. And so after a while, I just got frustrated. I just gave up. So one night I was watching the MTV Music Awards and Movie Awards. It was one of those. I don't know if you guys ever watched that cartoon series, Beavis and Butthead. I think they recently just.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah, that was my show. Even the movies were good too. But so long story short, they did a simulation where they had Beavis and Butthead presenting one of the awards. And so they had Butthead dressed up as Hugh Hefner. He's inside the chair. He's got like his wine glass. He's got the robe on, and in the robe, he's got the letters BDB engraved in them. And so I'm watching and I'm listening because I was kind of like watching, but like falling asleep a little bit. And so I'm hearing everything he's saying, and he's getting ready to present the award. I forgot who it was for, but back then they had like the viewer's choice where people could call in and say, hey, I want to put in my vote for this video or that video. So he's the prompter is up and he's telling everybody, he's like, go to so and so and vote for your favorite musical artist. You can vote for Nelly, you can vote for Shakira, you can vote for Beyonce, or you can vote for yours truly, Big Daddy Butthead. And I just started hollering. I'm like, what? I really like woke up out of my half sleep and started crying. I'm like, wow, Big Daddy Butthead. I was like, I like that. That is clever. Next morning, I'm like, oh, that's it. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use BDB, but I'm not gonna use the Butthead part. So I wanted to think of something different to replace that with. And you know, ever since I was a kid, everyone has always praised me for, you know, my beard and how delicate and how nice I've always kept it ever since I was younger. Believe it or not, I actually grew this out when I was about like 14 or 15.
Wow.
Yeah. Back then I didn't let it grow in all the way. I kind of had like the 70s pork chop sideburns. So I was kind of looking like Shaft going down the streets and stuff. So yeah, theme music be playing. I had the all black suit on.
You a fool.
Yeah. You know, I look a certain way. You see like the screen stop for a second. But no,
look, I don't have enough medicine for you.
Look, ask my lady, she'll tell you. Life's Magical Journey, she'll be like, look, he is the same.
Who's your life management? What? Life's
Magical Journey. Yeah, that's my lady.
You said it so fast, I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Life's Magical Journey. Yeah,
Life's Magic with Journey?
No, Life's Magical Journey.
Oh, Life's Magical Journey. Hi, Miss Bdpbg. Life's Magical Journey. Hi. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that's my lady. She'll tell you. She like, look, he's like this in real life, you know, even outside of YouTube. But so yeah, I used to get so many compliments and responses about my beard, and so I said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna go with that. So then Big Daddy Beard, I just put it together. I use that as my PlayStation name for the duration that I've had my console. And then when I started my channel, I said, you know what, I wasn't sure what to call it. Because I was talking to Travis, my cousin, because he was the one pushing me to do it, because he was telling me how big the world of gaming has started to evolve and expand. And at first I didn't believe him, but I used to do work from home video game testing. And so every time I would go and do a session, I would notice how much of an impact gaming was making. Because I would be inside group chats with people, I would be talking to them. You know, I was sitting there, you know, doing the test runs for different games, putting the surveys together, you know, waiting to get paid. And I was just like, wow, like, yeah, he's not lying. Like, gaming is really major. Because at first I didn't want to do it because I was very reluctant, because I was like, nobody wants to see me game. Because I was more of just like, you know, the casual, get off a hard day's work, just, you know, jump on, play the game for a little bit till I get tired. But he was like, you know, he's like, cuz, trust me, like, people want to see other people stream. They want to see people game. They want to see their reactions. They want to interact. You know, you could really go full throttle with this. And I was like, okay, you got a point. All right. So I said, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And he was kind of trying to give me some direction on how to go with it, which was very helpful. But I remember I told him, I said, look, you know, if I start this channel, I want to do something different. I don't want to just be like everybody else that's just, you know, same game over and over, or, you know, just coming in, no energy, you know, now no real like interaction. Like, I really want to change it up and be different so I stand out. So that's where Big Daddy Beard Gaming Promotions came from. The promotions part is actually me advertising for all the people that are showing love and support to my channel. So everybody that comes through, that shares out my content, that, you know, subscribes, likes, comments, what I'll do is I'll go into my community tab and I'll just advertise for everybody that I've been meeting over the course of this journey, and, you know, help them get recognition. Real dope thing.
Right. Okay, Miss April, I think she had a question for you.
Okay.
Miss April,
what was your favorite decade of music?
Ooh. 90s.
What was it?
The 90s.
Oh, the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would say the 80s, but I was still kind of in pull-ups and huggies, so I don't remember.
You was in the Google Gaga stage, huh?
Yeah, I was still wearing Oshkosh Bagosh with the Diamond Cells, British Knights. That's how far I go back. You know.
Well, I go back because I'm gonna say I love the 70s, the funk.
Yeah,
so,
like
Parliament, George Duke, Bootsy Collins. Yeah,
I love Bootsy.
I saw the mothership land. So the 90s. So give me your favorite artist from the 90s.
Ooh, that's tough. So many.
Everybody in the chat can put your favorite artist too. We asking him, but we want to see.
I mean, there's so many, but if I had to just name one just off the top of my head, just because of her creativity, her artistry, and everything she's done musically, and it just reminds me of myself being an artist and a graphic designer and stuff. I gotta say Missy Elliott.
Oh yeah.
He said, "Who? Oh, Missy. Oh yeah.
Missy is just dope. Everything that she's done, everything she touches is just dope. You know, I hate how people, you know, don't give her more credit than what she deserves. I mean, she definitely is she's turned into an icon, but you know, you still have some people out there that are like, oh, she's a rapper and stuff like that. I'm like, it's not about the rapping. It's just about what she does. It's about the musicianship, the artistry with her creativity. She's always doing something different, and she's like one of my idols because she always brought something different to the table with everything she did, every project, every music video, every song. Dope. So I follow in her footsteps when it comes to just having that creative mind state. But definitely, yeah, I would say in order, I would say the 90s, 80s, and then the 70s.
Okay. Who is the best collaboration that you've seen thus far? You can give me about 5 of them. 5 great collaboration songs.
Collaborations as far as what?
Men, women, you know, like when people collab together.
In music or just
In music.
Yeah, and music like that Luther Vandross and Beyonce, even though he ain't here no more.
Oh, okay.
No. When they collab with somebody else, like you got Drake and 21 Savage.
Oh.
Mary J did some stuff with who was that? Someone please call 911.
Wyclef.
Oh yeah, and then you have Mariah Carey with Old Dirty Bastard.
Fantasy.
Ghetto superstar. That is what you
That was my Old Dirty Bastard and Prize. That was Ghetto Superstar. You're thinking of Fantasy with Mariah Carey and ODB.
Yeah. So what's your favorite collabs that you've seen?
Favorite collabs. You know what this reminds me of, April? I say, you know what this reminds me of? So for those who don't know, I have a podcast on my channel called The Debate. And I throughout a lot of the episodes, especially like some of the music, what I'll do is I'll challenge the audience with what I call a Mount Rushmore. So if you guys know what Mount Rushmore is, it's the monument to 4 major presidents during that time frame. So I'll usually tell people, give me your Mount Rushmore as well as the honorable mention so that it correlates into like a top 5. So this kind of feels like that right now. I feel like I'm being challenged with that Mount Rushmore.
Oh man, I got you, cause I tell you, when I was going to his channel, and I was like, man, this stuff is harder than what I thought it was. All of them games, Family Feud, but you have a great voice. But I'm like, shoot, I had to think. I don't know how you can answer them questions in 10 seconds. Maybe I'm old enough, but I'm like, let me go somewhere else.
Yeah, I know it can be tough for everybody, but I try to always make it as easy as possible when it comes to these games. Some people come in like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. And when I explain to them, I'm like, oh. And then after a couple times they start to get it, they're like, oh, okay. Oh, then it's like, we got to do this again. This is fun. So, yeah, I'll make it as complex as possible. But as far as collaborations,
Wow. Okay, so let me get to these next set of questions.
Well, I can give you a couple.
Okay.
Prince and Sheila E. Love Bizarre.
Who?
Prince, Sheila E. Love Bizarre.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say Brandy and Wanye Morris from Boyz II Men, Broken Hearted. Michael Jackson, Scream. Love with Luther Vandross, and I think that was Mariah Carey, right?
Beyonce.
Oh, that was Beyonce?
The Closer I Get to You.
No, not that one. Endless Love.
I have. That's Beyonce.
Oh, that one? Oh,
Yeah, she did 2 of them.
okay. I'm trying to think of some other ones.
Hey, DJ Chip.
Oh, yeah, check this out. Tina Marie and Rick James. That's a classic. Fire and Desire.
Yeah, I was just about to say that one too.
That's the bomb.
Oh, yeah, sure you was. See, I can get back at him now because, honey, I was catching HELL over there trying to answer them questions for Family Feud and all them trivia questions and them puzzles and stuff. So I'm getting my revenge today.
This supposed to be an interview, not a revenge. Oh, shucks. Look, I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yes.
You in trouble, bro. You in trouble. Hey, your girl better come up here and save you.
Yeah, come help me, mama, help me. But yeah, so man, I was gonna say Brandy and Monica too. Boy Is Mine. That's my mom right there. What's going on, mom?
This is your mom right here?
Yeah.
Hi, mom. I don't mean to disrespect, but hi, mom. You know, people don't be like, I'm calling my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are just a couple, just off the top of my head that I can think of. My mom, she knows like twice as many. As far as like,
then I can interview her next. Look,
yeah,
you putting her out on the chopping board.
But those are just a few though, just to name.
Okay.
And then just another question I wanted. So, with today's music, and I still try to hang, and I do like the beats especially. I got some jams that I like. But when I look at how the artists, they used to play all of the live instruments, dance, and everything. Like they put in a lot of work for the new school people to come. And now they don't have bands. What do they have? The keyboards and everything. But do you think the music sounds better now or back then?
Back then, definitely, hands down. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's still a few artists out today that still kind of follow the blueprint of how music was back then. But you can see now that everyone's trying to copy and duplicate what was already pure gold back in the days, and it's just not the same. So definitely back in the day, because as I tell everybody, when it comes to music, I'm a young man with an old soul. So I'm always going to love the old school. I'm always going to pay homage to that. And yeah, music back then, definitely. Like of course, everyone's going to sample. Everyone's going to kind of do their own thing, but it can never touch what was back then because it was timeless. It was great. We'll never get another Michael Jackson. We'll never get another Luther Vandross or Tina Turner or Whitney Houston or any of the other iconic ones. Yeah.
Prince, Phyllis Hyman, Regina Bell. Yeah.
Prince, another one. All we got now are a bunch of paupers. We'll never get another Prince. Yeah, so definitely the old school for sure. Music back then, absolutely untouchable. Still to this day. Live bands, you know, groups that came together and did collaborations with one another. You know, again, it was just a good time back then. You know, everyone was coming together. There weren't any egos. Nobody was, you know, trying to surpass the next person. You know, there was enough room for everyone to grow and to shine and do their thing. And most importantly, they had fun. You know, like you go to those concerts and stuff. You see those live bands, they be rocking out, having a good time, getting everybody involved. No drama, no nonsense, no chaos, real music. And that's kind of what Battle of the Beats is. You know, I have some guys that come in, they're a little cocky, egotistical, of course, in mind. But ultimately, I try to tell them, look, the moral is we're here to have fun. Win, lose, or draw, it's still a win for everybody because you're not only making a name for yourself, but you're getting yourself out there for everyone to see your musical talents. All those people that might have overlooked you and, you know, didn't know that you did music, now know. Now you're becoming a name. You're now becoming what you've always wanted to be. And you're starting to grow a fan base within people that support me. They're now going to support you. So it's like, look at the bigger picture. Again, let's take it back to the essence of when it was fun. And back then, music was fun. So many different artists. No one was trying to step on anyone else's toes. You didn't have anybody trying to duplicate or be like the next person. You didn't see James Brown trying to be like, or I'll give you a better example. You didn't see Ray Charles trying to be like Stevie Wonder. They were two completely different people. Different people. You didn't see Michael Jackson trying to be like Prince or Luther Vandross trying to be like Teddy Pendergrass or Barry White. Everyone had their own lane. No one merged into anyone else's lane. If they ever did, it was only to do a collaboration because they were that talented. But no one ever tried to say, oh, yeah, your lane is my lane. Multiple highways, musical highways, everybody to do their thing. Today's not like that. So I'm always going to be a fan of the old school.
Did you like disco music?
Oh, yeah. I like all types of eclectic music. If you guys go back and watch all of the episodes so far of Battle of the Beats, the trilogy and the series, you'll hear all different types of stuff. You'll hear stuff you probably didn't even think was going to be in there. Like, wow, like, okay. Like I've had people come in and play disco and play house music, play electronic, soft pop, R&B, rap, just everything. So anything that's just going to be a musical vibe, I've done it. I've played it for everybody's listening pleasure.
And I like all that dirty old school house and rap music. Boy, I thought I was in heaven listening to that. Lord, please forgive me talking about heaven and dirty music. But oh my goodness, all of that have you heard some of the dirty house and some of the dirty rap? Like, what did you think about the first rappers that came out, like Too Short and Ice Cube and all of them?
They're cool. You know, they have some songs I do like and that I do vibe to. I'm not crazy about everything, but you know, again, I give them their credit because they are iconic figures. They made a name for themselves in the music industry. You know, they did what helped them elevate to bigger and better. So I'm always going to be appreciative of that. Even though I'm not crazy about every single song, I do like a little bit of it, some of it. But yeah, me, I'm when it comes to like hip hop, you know, I like people that are just different. People that I just feel just have a unique sound and style about what they're doing and what type of music they're bringing out there. You know, I'm not a fan of everybody, but you know, I definitely love when I can hear someone that is standing out from everybody. You know, like I said, I go back to, you know, artists like Missy Elliott. You know, in today's generation, she stood out. You know, artists like Outkast, even all the people that everyone's mentioning in the live chat. All these people stood out.
Still got Ron Isley out here singing his butt off.
Yeah, still killing it. Yeah. Still out here, got everybody singing.
Isley brothers, yeah.
In the dark.
Mr. Big.
Yeah. Still that Still hitting that note.
Told you can sing. See, you lied to me.
I could.
You lied to me. I'm gonna have to get your girl on you. You lied to me. See, I don't like people lying to me now.
I could dabble. I can't see. Look, I could just harmonize. I can't sing. See, you know, like there's people like Jay from African Dream, and big shout out to him. He could sing with an A, not an I. See, I can't do that. You know, I'm that one person that was in the choir back in the day and stuff like that, all the way at the end and stuff like they're like trying to follow along with everybody. You know, the rest of them they killing it, doing anything. I'm just like, just trying to keep up. I can't. Don't expect a solo from me. So. I'm the quartet. I'm that one in the back. I can try to keep up, but no, I can't go dolo yet. So,
right.
But yeah, all these people that we're naming, absolutely, people that changed the face of music. And again, still to this day, it doesn't matter how old it is. It's timeless. It's going to always remain that way. Nothing can ever change that.
Right. You got any more questions,
one
Miss
last
April?
question. I got one last question, then. Okay. Do you believe in the theories where they try to say the music industry done deleted people like Prince and
Michael
other
Jackson.
artists, Michael Jackson? They say that the music industry killed them. Do you believe that conspiracy theory?
That's a good question. I've heard a lot of it and I've read a lot about it. It's I don't want to say they killed them, but they definitely tried to suck them in and try to get them to go a direction that they didn't want to go. Like that's one of the reasons why I respect Prince, because they tried to basically put a name on him. He's like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to succumb to what you want, and it became that just known as like you got to respect that, because that's just, it's not too many artists that can just go identify themselves as a symbol, a dope symbol at that. So I don't feel like they tried to do away with him, or anyone of that nature, but I feel like they definitely played a part in trying to get them to be something that they didn't want to be. And even like now with today's music, you see a lot of these industries and these labels, they're trying to shape and mold them into a different type of artist that they did not come out of the gate being. So more power to them for them to go their own direction and go their own path and stick to what they know and what helped them become the artists and the musicians that they are today. So I don't want to say that they killed it, but they definitely made a lot of people kind of go their own direction. I mean, we don't know what these guys did in their personal lives. We have no idea, but I could understand why it's really tough and why a lot of them kind of stepped out of the limelight, because it's so stressful. I mean, it probably all of the struggles and the stress of everything that came to the music industry probably drove them to the path that they chose. Rest in peace to all of them, because of course we never want to see any of them go. But that's just kind of how I feel about it. I feel like, I think certain things just kind of drove them insane to the point where now they're not focusing so much on, taking care of themselves and their health and the things that matter most. And now it's just like, I guess they feel like this is it. But yeah, I won't say like the music industry played a part in trying to kill them or get rid of them, just trying to get them to be something different.
Okay. I'm going to mute my mic. I'm still here.
Okay.
Ooh, that was good information. That was good. So, what do you think today about, there's a lot of information out there today stating that when these rap artists actually sign up, that the record company has a life insurance policy and I can't remember the rapper, but he exposed that information. What do you think about that? Why would they want a life insurance policy?
I mean, you just never know. You never know when it's going to be your time. I remember back when I was in college, I was talking to one of my mentors, and he told me, he said, look, when it comes to everyday life, we got to always live it up every second of every minute of every hour, because what you don't know is there's a countdown to your life. You don't know where it's at, how many days, how many months or years or millennia. You don't know how long it's going to be, what your span is, because it's not there for you to see. So it's like you gotta just do it up to the fullest. So if it means having to take out, life insurance or do whatever you need to make sure that, your legacy lives on with whatever you choose to do once you're no longer a part of this world, you got to definitely do so. So, I mean, I'm not surprised by some of these artists that are doing that, because their clock is ticking. And that's the thing. We don't know how much time they got left. We don't know if they got a couple of days left, or a couple months, or, years. We never know. Tomorrow could be it.
Right.
So why not be prepared? Why not be ready just in case? So I definitely understand it and I get it. But yeah, that's just my take on it.
So what do you think about, because you like music, and that's why I'm asking you the music questions and stuff before we get to the good stuff.
Okay.
What do you think about the music where these young ladies are talking about their body parts and doing things with it that's only supposed to be for the bedroom, and the men as well? What do you feel about this new hypersexual type music?
I feel like there's too much of it. I mean, it's always been around, but if you look at like back in the days, old school, they talked about it, but they didn't talk about it in such a vulgar and uninteresting way. It was very story driven. It was like take Teddy Pendergrass, for example. Turn off the lights, light a candle. It was like, you're setting the stage for what's to come and stuff. Now it's just like they just say whatever and just think that that's just supposed to be it. It's just, it's too
Take
much.
it off, throw me on the ground and lick it.
I'll never forget when I was watching Kings of Comedy when Steve Harvey was talking about that. And he was like, how, they get so out of place with the lyrics and what they're saying. It's too much of it. There's no creativity. There's no imagination with it. It's like, back then, everything was a story. Everything was so vivid and detailed, and it was painted so well. It's like now it's just say whatever and just do whatever. It's just like, that's not enjoyable anymore.
Right.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Now you talking about you love the 90s. Little Kim was talking about how many licks and what you gonna get tonight. I ain't getting you tonight. You ain't getting none tonight. So
I like Little Kim for her lyrical ability and stuff. I wasn't crazy about every single song. Like even that song with this, I know which one you're talking about, the song with Cisco.
How many licks?
Yeah, I didn't even like that song, honestly. We always had it, but again, it wasn't as bad down. Now it's like, the first line coming out their mouth is something, do this, do that, go here. It's like, whoa, like that's the very first sentence. Like that's like, at least with the artists back then in the 90s and stuff like that, it was kind of like it was a build up. I mean, you knew what they were talking about, but they weren't as bad. And it wasn't every single song. Little artists like Little Kim, Foxy Brown, every song wasn't sexually oriented. They talked about other stuff. Even Biggie, Biggie talked about other stuff. It wasn't just always just about sex or whatever things. So they knew how to change it up and give you something different. Whereas now, like almost everything you hear is just like, it's ridiculous. Cardi B, I can't stand artists like that. Every single song, almost everything I hear from her is just sexual oriented. It's just like, okay, like give me something different. I'm tired of that. It's just like, with anything else you do in life. Sometimes you want to hear something different. Sometimes you want to see or do something different. You don't just want too much of the same thing. It gets boring after a while. Some people correlate to it, some don't. I'm one of them people, like, I want something different at all times. I'm going to get tired of the same old thing after a while. I'm not going to always feel like noodles every single night. Some nights I'm going to want steak or some fried chicken. Don't keep giving me noodles. After a while, how many different flavors it is. It's still noodles at the end of the day. I want something different. So,
right.
Yeah. So that's why, I say, like, with the music today and the lyrics, it's just not, you would tell they're just, I read somewhere that people are just doing it for the money and just the hype.
Right.
They're not doing it for the love or the artistry. Back then, you could tell everyone did it for, it wasn't even about the money because they were all making money. And still to this day, they're making it, dead or alive. But they really loved music and they enjoyed it. And that's what it was about back then. Now it's just like, everyone just wants to be the next big thing. They want to go viral. And that's cool. That's great. But how many of them can follow up with that same thing that helped them to go viral and become that? Sometimes their follow-ups aren't as great as what got them out there.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah, but I see a push with this one little girl named Ice Spice. Ain't that her name? Everybody's.
I heard her.
Yeah, everybody's going crazy over her, but she's only been out for like 9 months, and they're like, is she like a plug or industry plant? Because you got people that rap way better than her, and how did she surpass all these talented people? So it's like they set them up in a position to where, like you said, they mold them to, and if you're easy to be molded in the position they want you to go, I think you go further when you're easier to be molded. What do you think?
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know. I've heard of Ice Spice, but I don't know what she does. Rap, sing. Honestly, when I first heard the name, I'm like, that sounds like a new flavor of like Sprite or Mountain Dew.
You know what? I'm gonna hurt you.
Don't it? You go to like Taco Bell or something like that. You know they have like the different flavors and stuff. Like try Mountain Dew Ice Spice. Like
I'm gonna ask your girlfriend, can I beat you up?
Yeah,
it sounds like an ice cream.
It sound like the name of a soft drink or some seasoning.
Yeah, it does.
Now, when you're making your grilled chicken, right, you want to sprinkle a little bit of Ice Spice in here. That kind of in-depth flavor. Like, what?
No, it sounds like a blunt. Hit that Ice Spice, yo.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was like. No, so I'm not a fan. I think I might have heard maybe one or two songs. I didn't even realize it was her, and then I was just like, oh, absolutely not.
I haven't heard any of her music. Yeah. I don't even listen to it really because it's like she said that's a no. I can't beat you up.
Absolutely not.
I had to ask, you show respect, ask. So let me get to this question here. Okay. Can you name a good lesson you have learned from your parents?
Good lesson. I would say, wow, that's a really good question. Biggest lesson. Don't let anyone or anything stop you from being true to you and what you love to do. Mm-hmm. I would say that's probably the most important thing. That's something I learned from both of them because anything that they wanted to do, they did it. And they didn't let anyone or anything get in the way of that. And it was such a inspiring thing to see them both have that mentality. They didn't say it much, but they always showed it within their actions. And so I always admired that, just seeing them just go out and get it and just make it happen, not looking for a handout or not waiting for someone to give them the green light. They just went ahead and just did it. Mm-hmm. They always taught me, no matter what, in order to have the drive, you can't allow yourself to remain in park. You got to just go in gear and just keep going. Don't look behind you because there's nothing back there but the past. That's where it's meant to be. That's where it's going to stay. Always go forward. That's why your eyes are in the front and not behind you. So
that's deep.
Yeah, very, very valuable life lessons that I learned, and everything that they taught me has pushed me to do what I'm doing now. And I always keep it instilled in my mindset with everything I do. Work hard, get money, live lovely. It's another phrase that I always use, that I wake up to and I go to sleep with, because it's something that everyone should. Just don't mess up your credit. Yeah, that too. I know, Ma. My credit's good right now. I worked hard to get that.
Tell it, Mama.
I don't know where I'm at right now, but I know it's in the green. So that's a sign. It's not in yellow or red. It's in green. So I just don't know where, but I got to check it again. But that's what she says now. But yeah, just to always have that mind state. Like, look, you got to put the work in. As long as you put the work in and people see that, all the fame, the fortune, everything, the money, all that stuff is going to come. Thank you, Mama. Great lessons. Thank you. And know that once you do that, everything's going to come full circle. As long as you put the work in, you'll get the money, you'll get everything you want, and then you can live whatever type of life you want to live comfortably and not have to worry about anyone or anything getting in the way of what you were trying to focus on and accomplish. Because again, you're nothing without focus. So as long as you keep that to your forefront, you're good with anything that you're trying to do.
That's cool. Thank you for that wisdom, Mama. Thank you, because a lot of parents ain't teaching their kids wisdom, really. But that's a blessing. Okay, your next question is, what is something you cannot live without?
Wow, that's a good question. Something I can't live without. Can I quote LL Cool J? I can't survive without my radio. My radio.
Look, I got my asthma inhaler sitting right next to me. Don't make me use it.
He couldn't live without his radio. I couldn't. Oh no, I'm playing. One thing I can't live without. Wow, I've never been asked that. I guess wow. I gotta really think about that one.
You want to put a pin in it?
Yeah. I'm gonna come back to that one. I gotta really think about that one.
Young Rhea said, "I can't live without my phone."
I could do without a phone. I mean, well, now in today's society, we kind of have no choice. We need one.
Right. Okay, you're gonna put a pin in that question. So your next question is, what is most important to you? How you say something or what you say?
How you say something or what you say? It's more so what you say. Because anybody can say anything, but it's what you say that really has to stick.
Okay.
Because if that's not instilled, then nothing else matters. Anyone can tell you anything, and say something that makes it sound like it's supposed to make sense versus actually telling you. I'm not going to say it, I'm going to tell it.
Okay.
So that's most important, because that's essential to just everyday life and just living. We got to be told what to do and how to do it versus just people because anyone can say anything. But how many people will really tell you, will really give you the truth, really give you the gospel on what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to move. That's why I credit my mom, my family, my lady as well, because they don't just say stuff to me. They tell me. Whether I agree with it or not, they instill it in me to where, okay, I got to always bring it to the forefront every single time. It gets so bad that they hound me. Like, my mom and my lady, they're like twins. Because literally, it's that serious. They are literally twins. And I hear the same thing from them, but they always tell me in a different way.
Right.
I always understand it. I know that they're preaching the same thing, and I'm always making sure that I make sure that it pushes me to keep going and elevate
Okay.
myself. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Well, that's good. I'm glad you got that support.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question, what do you feel is more useful, intelligence or wisdom?
Mm. Wisdom, because everyone is smart in their own way,
Mm-hmm.
but not everyone is. I don't want to say everyone isn't wise, but everyone just doesn't choose to think like that
Right.
because you know it's and this just kind of goes back to life lessons. You know what you learn, what you instilled from when you were younger to what it
Mm-hmm.
is now. Like everything I've been taught, these are life lessons. These are things that I can go back and always remember from mentors, from friends, from family. My lady, everybody, because
Mm-hmm.
again, this is stuff that was instilled onto them, so they pass it down, and I'm always learning something every day. I'll never forget. A while back, my lady, we were talking one day, just random conversation, and I remember she said one of the dopest quotes I ever heard. She said, "We can't motivate the unmotivated." I was like, "Damn, that's that's deep," and I caught it instantly, and I still apply that because sometimes I do feel like that with certain people. It's like if they're not trying to make moves or they're not trying to do what you do, you can only do but so much.
Mm-hmm.
They just it's not that they aren't motivated; they're lacking it. And even though they know you're motivated, you're doing what you got to do. You can only help. You can only go but so far with to help them. So it's after a while, it's like you kind of got to fall back and let them just figure it out. And so that's something I've been trying to work on doing because I always try to push and motivate as many people as possible. But I can't do it if they're not ready.
Right.
So, and like my mom said, wisdom is how you use your intelligence. Exactly. So, you know, for me, it's always going to be wisdom because it's the things that are instilled in us that we still remember that we can pass down to the younger generation and so forth. Anyone can go to the library and read a book and gain intelligence. Like, did you know that so and so did it? Like, you can do all of that stuff, but it's what we learn from others that we can pass on and still use for ourselves, one another,
Mm-hmm.
to continue to keep going and make sure that they follow in the same footsteps to elevate the same way we have done.
Wow, I like that. Okay. So my next question is, what is your go-to traveling music? What do you pop in that in the car when you ready to roll out?
Wow. Um, I don't really have one in particular. I mean, of course, hip hop and rap has always been my favorite genre. But
Okay.
even like now, I'm kind of like stepping outside of that a little bit. I'm not listening to as much of it as I used to. Um, hmm, if I had to name one, I'm gonna name this because of my dad, because he actually put me up on it. Soft rock.
Okay.
Soft rock is it's something about it. It's just something about the acoustics and just how calm and mellow and melodic it is. It's just very chill. It's such an intricate vibe that doesn't get a whole lot of credit. All the other genres they get credited a lot, but soft rock is just like I don't know. It's just that it's that music like you can hear it at all different times of the day, and it's the transition is just so smooth. It just kind of goes with the whole entire day, especially like for like sunset going into the nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Something about that ambiance, that setup is just really dope. So yeah, I would probably say yeah, definitely any soft rock that I can listen to and play, absolutely.
Okay. I asked I asked the word this question and he said that I asked him, I said, what was the weirdest thing you have seen in someone else's home? He said his friend had an alligator in the basement.
Wow.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever seen in someone's home?
Weirdest thing?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Wow. I don't know if I've ever really seen anything weird. Um, hmm, I gotta really think about that one.
We're gonna have a bunch of pins tonight.
Yeah, where I live at, like I live in Southern Florida, I see weird stuff every day. Like
I bet
every day is something different. Um, hmm. I don't think I've never seen anything weird in anybody's house. I can tell you the most odd thing I've seen recently. I can tell you.
Okay.
That.
I'll take that.
I was I was at work and I was just about to wrap up for the night. For those who don't know, I do valet parking. I'm a location manager, and so I was going to pick up the very last car for this customer. So I see this car coming. Like cars normally one passing the other one, and so the car that's going in this direction, going forward. There was a car coming in my direction. The other car's going the other way. They almost hit the car on the opposite side. Now, rather than that car turn around and go and go get them, keep in mind they're at intersection. There's no lights or anything, but they're at those residential intersections where you got the stop sign and stuff where you're supposed to absolutely stop. Now, instead of the guy just doing a quick U-turn, this man just backs up and goes in reverse and just starts driving backwards to go after the guy. I'm like, it's dark. It's got to be maybe just after midnight, probably 12:05, 12:10. Pitch black. I mean, you got the street lights, but they're very dim.
Mm-hmm.
He literally he's going in reverse, and you hear the tires screeching. He's just chasing after him in reverse.
Whoa!
I don't know if he caught up to him or not, but I'm just thinking in my mind that's most odd. Why would you do that? There's cars parked along the side, people at home probably asleep or whatever the case is, but you can't just do a quick U-turn and go after the person. You're gonna just go in reverse so you can try to. I've never seen that like that. That had to be the weirdest and craziest thing I ever seen. I'm like, wow.
Can you see the comment? Can you see the comment? The word is mad at me.
Name. You said I ain't talking to you. He gets easy questions. I get the crazy. No, these are some tough questions. I still got to go back to the one that's pinned, but yeah, that had to be the craziest thing. And that was recently too. That was maybe like a month or two ago.
Oh wow, that's scary.
I'm sitting here looking at, oh my god.
Did he crash?
I don't know, because I had to go grab the car and get ready to leave. I was tired. I'm ready to go home. But I'm just looking and I just see him going. It got to the point where he was going so fast that he kind of faded out to the person. I don't know if he hit any cars or even if he hit somebody. I have no idea, but I'm just I done seen it all. Wow. I said, it's time to go home. I'm thinking okay, this gotta be a dream or something. That's only something you would see on a TV show or action movie. This is real life seeing this? Wow. So
I'm sorry, the word ain't got no sense. He's salty about your interview because he's salty about your interview. I was hammering him and I'm being gentle with you.
What's going on, word? How you feeling?
He's really salty right now. But no, that's his fault. Because I asked him if he could take people on the spaceship with him, 4 people, who would he take? He left me out. So I'm going to ask you that same question. You better have me included or I'm going to dog you out. Who? If you were about to get on the spaceship, you can only take 4 people. Who would you take?
My mom, my brother, my lady. Actually, I'm taking.
See, he abandoned me too. See the word?
I'm taking both my brothers.
See, oh, you're gonna have to smuggle him then, because it's 4 people. Your mom, your lady.
4 people to bring with me?
Yeah, only 4 people. You can only bring 4 people.
My mom, my lady, and both my brothers.
See, the word I got left out again. What's going on? What's going on? Okay, who do you know personally that really reminds you of a character on a TV show?
Who do I know personally? That's a good question. Who do I know that reminds me of a cartoon character? Um, I probably have to say, I'm gonna say my friend that I met on YouTube. His name is Kendrick, but he goes by Ken Odyssey. Big shout out to him. I don't know why he just reminds me of. I'm trying to remember what cartoon it was. Um, was it? I think was it Wayne Head? Yeah, it might have been Wayne Head. He kind of reminds me of one of the characters off of there. Cause he's very energetic, full of life, and he's hysterical. He be cracking me up. But yeah, he's definitely one person that I could think of right off the top of my head that definitely reminds me of, like, I could see him like as a cartoon. Like if he had like his own show and stuff like that, it would be hysterical.
You mean?
No, because he's funny. He be cracking me up. Every so many stuff, he be having me dying. So a lot of times I'm at work and stuff, so I'll pop in. He'll send me the notifications. I'll tune in, and yeah, he cracks me up. He do.
Okay, so what is the most embarrassing thing you have ever worn?
Most embarrassing. Hmm. That's a good one. These are good questions. I remember my mom. She probably gonna give me for this one, but I remember she bought me. I wanted some Timberlands from back in the day, and at the time she didn't have enough to afford them, so she just went and got me a pair of boots, and it was I don't know if you guys remember the brand Lugs, Lugz.
Yeah.
So she got me a brand of Lugs, and I'm like, I saw the box and everything. I'm hyped up. I'm thinking, these are gonna be the Timbs and stuff, and I look. And I open up the box, and it's these gigantic, like mountain hiking looking boots. They look like 2 bricks. And I gave her the craziest look, and she was like, "You're welcome." I'm like, "These aren't the Timbs." She was like, "You know how much money those Timbs are?" She's like, "This is the next best thing. You're welcome." So I'm just like, I'm mad. The reason I was mad is because everyone else had Timbs back when I was in school, and I didn't. So I knew when I went to school, it was going to be a non-stop roasting session. And I'm pretty good at roasting, but there's nothing I can say that's going to be able to, because they all got Timbs. So what am I going to be able to like come at them with? Oh, the sweat. Oh, I'm an artist. That don't count. I can get away with that.
People telling on you.
Yeah, nah, she gets on me because I used to wear them all the time. Like when I would go like I was going places like the bank, or going to pick up gas or something like that. Like I could wear those. I'm fresh off of doing like an art project for a client or a customer. I can get away with that. But yeah, those Lug brick boots. That's what I used to call it. Non-stop jokes.
Just ungrateful you were.
Yeah. But I mean, looking back at it now, I mean, it doesn't matter now with all the stuff everybody's wearing now. It's just, back then when I was coming up, trends mattered. I'm sorry, not trends. Brands mattered.
Yeah.
You were wearing anything that wasn't the popular brand, yeah, jokes for days. So, I mean, even though Lugs was always a popular brand, but they weren't really known for making brick boots. So it's like for me to have those. I mean, honestly, now that I'm older, it's all memories. I laugh at it, but yeah, they weren't sneakers. Those were basically construction boots. Those were when you work a double shift every other day. Those type of boots. That's what those were. Those were the ones that come with the overalls and the hard hat.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you work construction from day to night, night to day. It was those type of boots. So
wow.
And so of course, like I'm trying to wear stuff to like cover it up so it doesn't look like I'm about to go hiking. But people they knew what it was. So
poor thing.
Non-stop jokes, but it's all good though. I'm not complaining. It's all memories that I can look at, laugh at. So
You sure you okay now?
Oh, good. It hurt. It hurt. I used to, cry in the shower and stuff, fully clothed with the boots on and stuff.
Oh, geez, poor thing.
No, it's all good. Because once I did finally get some Tims, I'm coming back to everybody. I'm like, yeah, let the games begin. I'm getting on everybody that was roasting me. What can you say now? They're not fake. Don't pull them up. You don't got to know. That's the real tree. Yeah.
Right. You is
My
funny.
turn. James Brown, big payback. I got them all back. But no, it was cool though.
You funny. Okay, my next question to you. Listen carefully.
Okay.
If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family assume you had done?
They probably assumed that I knocked over the first nearby bank that was in the vicinity because they know I watch a lot of the Ocean's 11 movies, and I've been like trying to take notes and plot on how do they do it? How did they do it? I'm trying to get a team together. So I've been asking everybody from Battle of the Beach, like, look, if we ever get the opportunity, let's knock off the bank. No, I'm just playing. That would be it. It would have to be from like trying to knock over a bank. But
oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Assault.
Oh dang, assault.
You know what it is? Because like everyone thinks I'm this like really aggressive, violent person, and like I'm not. Like I'm really just chill. It's just when people push the wrong buttons or they push me to that point of no return. That's where it comes out. But okay, yeah, maybe assault, man. I'll take that back. No.
Oh Lord have mercy. Oh, see.
I'm not, but I don't like violence. I don't like it. I don't like to condone it. I don't even like arguing. I really try to avoid it as much as I can, but sometimes it's tough. I blame my dad. I got his temperament.
Hey. Okay, your next question is what would be the absolute worst buy one get one free sale of all time in your opinion?
The worst buy one get one free. Worst buy one get one free. Wow. Damn, that's a really good one.
I asked you, were you ready?
I don't know, because I just get that far ahead with something like that. I would say any candy, any nasty candy. Because I'm not even gonna buy the first one, so I definitely don't want the one for free. If it's candy that I don't like, that is absolutely disgusting, I don't like it. You can do away with that deal. I'm not even gonna buy it at all. Just burn it.
Oh my God, you're a mess.
Like for example, like black licorice. Ew.
Ugh.
Yeah, why would I want to get another one for free? I'm not even enjoying the first one.
Wrap it up as a Christmas gift.
Oh, man, I don't even celebrate Christmas, so you could add that. You really gotta wrap it up. Don't just keep the receipt inside that plastic bag and take it back to CVS or Walgreens. You got it from the movie theater, take it back there. Take it back to AMC or whatever theater you got it from.
I can't stand you right now.
Nasty candy, buy one get one free. Absolutely not. I really had to think about it for a minute. So.
Oh my God. Oh, help me. Okay. Let me see. Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. If you could create a holiday, what would it be called? How would it be celebrated? And when would this holiday be?
They can only be one day out the year, right?
Of course, it's one holiday.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say holiday season. I said
okay. No, but some people they kind of correlate to like it being a seasonal thing.
No, just one day.
One day. National Food Stamp Day. Let's do it.
I'm gonna hurt
Make it on Black History Month. Yeah.
Okay, so what's up with the food stamps? Now go ahead and say what's included.
Because like I try to tell my mom, she used to be embarrassed of it from back in the day. But I'm like, Mom, it's free money. Don't turn down free 99, FRW 99. So as much as people don't like it, I love it. Because you know what I used to do? Whenever I wanted to get like hot food and stuff like that, I would always go to the store and I would always convert the food stamp into quarters or change and convert the change into dollar bills. And that's how I was able to get the money to get whatever I wanted. So yeah, give me a whole day of food stamps. Unlimited food stamps so that I get all the groceries I want and convert it into change that converts into dollars so that I now can go buy whatever I want. Like all these new games that are coming out right now that I want to get, that everybody's hounding me to get, I can go and do that. See, it's the tricks of the trade.
Y'all hear this criminal activity?
No,
she's teaching y'all criminal activity.
I've been doing it for years and got away with it. Well, not.
Don't tell on yourself.
I'm my own snitch. So yeah.
Oh Lord Jesus.
You know what's funny? I remember when I was
Mama, help your son. Mama, help your son. Mama.
Yeah.
Mama.
My mom asked me to go to the store. This was back when we lived in Jersey, and she gave me like a couple food stamps, and so she was don't shake your head. Look, these are memories. These are memories stored in my bank. So she wanted hot food, but of course we couldn't get it because of the food stamps. So I had an idea. So I was like, let me try something. So I took a couple food stamps we had. I went to the store, and I asked him. I said, hey, look, I had like a couple of dollars, the individual single dollar bills, food stamps. I was like, hey, can I get change for these? I get like a couple quarters or whatever the case is. So going to the store, they changed it, they converted it into quarters. I had about maybe like $6-7 worth of quarters converted from those food stamps, and I went and got her some hot food for herself and for myself. And I just gave them all the change. I was like, all right, here you go. And he say nothing. Ain't complaining shit. And I came back. She was like, how are you able to get this cheesesteak? I'm like, I can't tell you all of that. So
right.
I got it. And I made something out of nothing. So, Mom, you're welcome. So.
Oh, that's that hidden anger from them brick boots.
Exactly.
Okay.
I was doing it for years, and so
you is funny. Okay, if you had a pet parrot, what would you teach it to say?
A pet parrot. What would I teach it to say? How you feeling? How you living?
You know what? That's cool. That's what I was hoping you would say.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would say that too. Look, somebody pleading the fifth.
Yeah, she don't remember it, but yeah, that's what I did. Cause like I remember I was hearing her. She was like, "Oh, I could just go for a cheesesteak," and she was naming all the stuff that she wanted on there. So I was like, "All right, I'm about to go make it happen." So I went down there, did it, came back. I could hear her running down the steps because she could just like smell the aroma, and she was like, "That ain't hot. That's not cold food." I'm like, "This is what you wanted." She's like, "How'd you get that?" I'm like, "I can't tell you that."
I know that's right.
Enjoy. And then from there on out, I was doing it every single time. No more hoagies. I mean, every once in a while we'd have them, but I was able to get the hot food hookup. So, hey,
that's cool. That's cool.
I mean, what they gonna do? Tell you, oh, hey, I can't give you 4 quarters for this this food stamp dollar bill. Yes, you can. I go in the grocery store and do it. Why can't I do it here?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now y'all know.
Yep.
Okay. Let me see. What is one band or musical group or musician you wish you could you would love to party with? Excuse me. Let me read that again. What is one band, musician, or musical group you would love to party with?
One band or musical group I would love to party with. Any genre?
It's you.
Okay. Wow. One band. Outcast.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, because they fall into that creativity element, like Missy Elliott and all that. They just everything they did was just dope. I would love to just like hang out with them, pick their brain. I feel like I could learn so much from everything they've done and all the different, like how they were able to take certain beats and certain songs and just make it what it was. Like a song like "Hey Y'all," it's like what was the concept behind that? You know, that again, such a dope song.
Yeah.
You know, and others like it. You know, like Elevators, me, you, your mommy, and your cousin. So it's like, where did that come from? So yeah,
Right.
definitely, they would be ones I would love to hang out with.
All right. If someone asked to be your apprentice, and hold on. If someone asked to be your apprentice and learn all that you know, what would you teach them?
Um, as far as what, like just being an artist
If,
or
if
being a
whatever it
YouTuber.
is that you do.
Um, first off, rule of thumb: make sure this is something you want to do. Because again, it just kind of goes into what I was saying as far as people just, following and not really being their own lead. Make sure whatever you're going to do or whatever you're looking to pursue, that you definitely want to do it. I'll take YouTube for example. You know, it's easy to get into this. It's fun. It's dope, but you got to ask yourself, is this something that you want to do? Because even though most people like to say it's a lot of work, it's only as hard as you make it. I don't think it's a lot of work, but most people look at it in that light, in that aspect.
Okay.
But if you don't want to do it, don't force yourself to do it. You know,
Okay.
even with like being an artist, me being a graphic designer, if you don't like drawing, if you don't like designing, don't do it. You don't got to do it just because you see everybody else doing it. Do it because you actually love it, because you enjoy it, because it's something that you want to pursue. You know, with me, I love gaming. I love art because these are things I've been doing ever since I was a kid. They both go hand in hand and they correlate with everything that I've done over the course of my time on this planet. So, because the way I look at it, art is life. Life is art. And so everything revolves around that. Gaming is the same thing. It's fun. So I'm not going to do stuff that I know I'm just not going to enjoy. So I'm never going to tell people to do that exact same thing. Do it because you love it, because you know how much fun it is, because you know how enjoyable it is, and you know it's something that you can see elevating you to that next level. But again, don't do anything that you don't truly want to do. I don't care who's doing it. I don't care if it's trending. I don't care how much fun they might make it look. If it's not your calling, then don't do it. Go with what is your calling. If you're going to be an artist, be an artist. Put in the time. Put in the skill. Have the patience. If you're going to be a gamer, know that yes, it's fun. It's frustrating. You're going to have your times where you're going to get irritated because you couldn't beat this level, or it may take longer than you expected, or you might have lost in this round or whatever. But still keep going if it's what you truly love. If you don't love it, don't do
it. Right. Okay. If you were transported 400 years back into the past, listen, with nothing, no clothing, nothing, how would you prove to those people 400 years ago that you were from the future?
My beard, because I got the best of both worlds. It's young and it's old. So this right here is all proof that I've lived a long life.
You a mess.
That's the only thing I can think of. I mean,
everybody got, all the men have beards though. That's what I'm saying. It's about you. Like, you can't take your phone. You can't take technology. Like I heard, I think the word said he would start rapping. I said they'll think you doing some kind of curse and try to crucify you.
Yeah. I mean, that's I have nothing. How can I show them I'm from the future? I guess I'd have to talk about it. but that probably wouldn't work. So, I guess I would just have to kind of like show them in the best way possible, through whatever elements that are available in that time span to be able to do so. That's the only thing I can really think of. That's a tough one. Yeah. Wow. That's a stumper. That feels like something off of like that feels like a double Jeopardy question right there. Really double right there. That's a good one. Yeah. I don't know. I guess like the way the people did it back in the day, like the cavemen and all that, like through hieroglyphics or like cave art. I probably have to do something like that, to show them. Okay. Show EMC versus squared or whatever it is, something like along the lines of that, to where I could portray that I'm from the future. That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, because I'm thinking like when I was listening to the word talk, I was like, you gonna dance, you gonna sing or rap. I said they're gonna think you doing some voodoo and witchcraft, and they're gonna be trying to crucify you. I mean, because it's like they don't understand that. So I wouldn't even know how to answer that one. Okay, so the next question is, what is the biggest and the funniest lie you have ever told?
The biggest and funniest lie? Wow. Wow, that's a good one.
He trying to be such a good boy so he don't get in trouble.
No, it's not even that. Just really trying to. These are like really intricate questions. Biggest and funniest lie. Oh, wow. Because they're making me think. That's a good thing.
Not when you put your hand to your mouth.
You know what it is? I'm playing the Jeopardy theme music in my head.
Oh,
kind of extend it because it's only but so long. You hear that boom, boom. It's like, all right, that's it. I was like, okay, time's up, y'all. Let's go. Come on now.
You a mess.
The biggest lie.
And funniest.
Okay, I got one. So I used to work for Domino's back in the day. I was a delivery driver, but eventually they had me also do advertising and promoting. So what I would do is I would go to different areas in the vicinity and like further out, and I would like toss flyers out to all the different places that I could think of that I could help generate more business. And so there would be a couple of days where I would do so much promotion that the phones would be ringing off the hook, and they were like, "All right, Jay, like stop, no more advertising, no more passing stuff out." They were like, "Well, what am I supposed to do?" I'm like, just take a call early day, go home. I'm like, okay. So I never forget. It was one day I went into work, and I really didn't feel like being there, but I couldn't really I couldn't afford to like take off because I needed the money. Mm-hmm. And so what I did was I made it seem like I was still out advertising and passing out flyers. Oh. And I lied and went all the way to Six Flags.
You dirty dog.
And I spent the whole day there, and they're calling me. I'm getting off of rides and stuff. They're like, "Hey, Jay, how's it going?" I'm like, "It's going good. I just came from this apartment complex. I just dropped off about like 50, 60 flyers. I'm going to head to this college and university. All right, well, keep it up because, they're like, we are getting a lot of business in." I'm like, yeah, absolutely. All the while, like, my hand is out, like, swirling cotton candy and stuff. I'm like, yeah. How many more places you think you're going? I'm like, probably like 3 or 4 more or something like that. Yeah, a little bit more. What's that? Nothing. So, yeah. I'll be back in the store soon.
Oh my God, that's good.
Spent the whole day there, came back to Domino's and walked in with just like maybe like one flyer left, but it was like because it was already torn apart. Mm-hmm. And I walked in like I really did a whole bunch of work. I didn't do nothing the whole day, but they had so much business coming in. I kind of skip the day, and I basically got paid to just Yes.
Go party, go hang out.
Be at Six Flags, getting on all the rides and stuff like that, and left them with the impression that I really passed out flyers, and I didn't pass one out the whole day.
Oh, if they see this video, they're gonna be mad at you.
Oh, I'm never going back there. So that was like decades ago. So
okay.
I really had to like dig deep into the archives for that. But yeah, that was funny. And all my people, they're like, "You gonna get fired?" I'm like, "Look, they can't even keep up with the phone calls right now. You think they?" And,
right.
And it's not like they were sending anybody out to the spots and stuff. Because the thing was, what I did was I would double back. So I would pass out the flyers and then I go back the next day. So that way I didn't have to go back there. So if they were to go out there, they already knew, like, they could already see, okay, he's been out here already. So I was like, always thought steps ahead. So yeah, I just made sure I did everything the day before. And then I went out to the carnival and the theme park and had the time of my life. And the whole time I'm on the clock getting paid.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to hell for that one.
No, you're not. So my next question is, if you could ask the president one question, what would it be?
Why the hell did y'all let Donald Trump get in the office? That's it.
Okay. I ain't got nothing to say. All right.
Someone that talks like this get into office, it makes absolutely no sense. He does not know what he's doing. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. I don't even think the man even knows his own name. How did he get in the office? How did he get 4 years? That's the question I'll be asking. That's how Trump talks. So.
Okay. So if you could shrink down anything in the world and take it with you, what would it be and what would you bring back?
Shrink it down? So like to the point where like it's microscopic?
Yeah, I said you could bring it back.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'll take a bank vault.
Bring it. Also, and bring it back. Oh yeah. An ATM machine.
No, I want the vault. Forget the ATM. They only load so much.
Yeah, but the only thing with the vault is that once you use up all the money, that's it. With an ATM, you can plug it up and keep that thing going. Just generate as much money because
you gotta keep reloading it though.
Well, I would make sure I'll double plug it like how we used to do back in the day and stuff like that.
I'm not messing with him, y'all. I'm not messing with him.
Now we had those what's it called, the power surges, and it had all 6 plugs in there. There's multiple outlets. Plug them up, and find a way to plug it all the way up to whatever bank is nearby. Boom, just keep that money flowing. But as they keep putting money into that vault, it's going to keep coming to the ATM machine. So there it is.
Okay. So my next question is this. What's your friend name down here? The one that what's his name?
Which one?
The guy that was talking about y'all dancing to music.
Oh, you mean my cousin?
Oh, okay, your cousin. What's his name in here in the
Travis.
chat? Travis. Okay, Travis. Do you have who else is in here? I'm not gonna say your mom because I don't want your mom in this story. Okay, Travis. Let me see the word, and let me just throw somebody else out in there. Okay, Atmos Love Zone. Let's throw him in there since he just popped in. All 3 of you guys went camping, okay?
Yeah.
And y'all heard a noise in the woods. Would you investigate or would y'all be gone?
Scooby and Shaggy, gone.
Somebody said the other day that they would go and investigate. And they said, well, why they getting you? We'll be packing up.
You enjoy being a detective. This will be your first and last time being a detective or a sleuth. No, we're in the car. We're going. Have we not learned anything from Scooby-Doo? Scooby always do. They always let Fred, Daphne, and Velma go investigate because they were just curious. They always wanted to see what was going on. They already knew, like, yeah, it's one of them people that we don't know,
right?
That we do know, that we didn't know was the person, ends up being the person. We're in the mystery machine. We are not going into that cast. You got the full moon. It's dark, it's gloomy. There's no leaves on the trees. bat circling around. What is there to investigate? You're walking into death. So no.
Oh God.
Go ahead. You go ahead. I'm gonna be right here. The minute if I hear a twig snap, I'm gone. That's my cue to start up the car. Gone.
Oh my God, you.
That little click sound you hear when the twig snap. What was that? Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like that was me. I don't care. We're out of here. What about so and so? Look.
Oh my God, my face hurt.
Let's select to them. No one told them to go out there.
So
it's like, you ever see those cartoons where they got all the eyes and stuff, and it'd be that background and it's real dark. You see all the eyes and stuff. Why are you going to walk in that direction? Hey, what are these people doing over there? Hey, go in the bushes. Hey, no.
BD.
Yeah.
So what if y'all running and somebody fall?
Look, you better tie your shoes tight.
You evil.
Look,
Would you help him up?
It's called survival of the fittest. I know. Look, this has always been the problem with like those type of seances and sequences. Why does everybody look back? You know
see how far you are behind me.
No, you don't need to see how much of a distance you got between you and whatever's coming after you. There's no reason to look back. You can hear it. You know it's still coming after you. You know it's still en route. You can hear the growls and the roars and all that. I'm not gonna. How much closer they got? No, keep going.
Oh my God, you are a mess.
No, especially like they're in like shoulder distance. No.
Okay, so let's put a twist on it. So we running, me, you, your lady, the word, Atmos, culture invasion, Miss April. We all running, and I fall. Am I in trouble, or are you going?
Anybody that falls, I'm sorry. I hope you ran track. I hope you did track and field. I hope you know how to jump hurdles and stuff. You are on.
Oh wait, add it again.
How are you making yourself fall? Unless
I tripped over something. I tripped you. And again, said right. Keep going.
Look, 2 words. Look down. Look down. Look at everything that's in that vicinity, and jump and hurdle over it.
Thank you, Atmos.
Everybody on their own. I mean, because I don't expect nobody to come after me if I trip and fall.
I would try to save you. I wouldn't have that on my conscience.
If it's me and my lady and we trying to get away, I know. Keep going. Go.
Okay, what if she fail? What if she fail?
There's a reason we fell. That means we were meant to get caught. Because if you're running from something, the objective is you're not trying to make yourself fall. You're not looking to fall. You're trying to get to safety as quickly as can. If you fell, it's for a reason.
You are evil.
You just said, look, that's it. Life is over. I'm done. Go ahead. Take me out of my misery. That's
evil. You are evil.
I'm truthful.
You evil.
If I know it's my time, then I'm gonna fall. I know I can't escape. If I can't get away, and this thing is faster than me, I'll stumble.
So wait. So we all running, and I switched it up, and I said, "And your lady fell." You said you just rubbed your hands like, "Ooh."
It's survival of the fittest. You gotta look out for yourself at that point. But better yet, we gotta ask ourselves, how do we get in this situation?
We just went camping.
See that? Look, this complexion right here will not allow me to go camping. I'm sorry. Because my mom and my family back in the day, they used to try to take me camping. I'm like, this is not what we do. We don't do this.
Culture.
We don't.
Oh, you mean?
We don't sleep on dirt floors and bugs crawling all over us and stuff like that.
Okay, so next question. Oh my God, you get on my nerve. What would you do if you just out, just chilling, and all of a sudden you saw Jason chasing you, the scary movie Jason, what would you do?
There's no point in running because he knows how to teleport. He walks slow because he's pinpointing where he's going to teleport. You ever watch those movies? You ever notice where as soon as you run and you get away, you turn around, he's right there? Everybody thinking like, oh no, Jason's running. No, Jason's teleporting. He's been through hell and back. He has obtained all different types of special powers and abilities. That man is time traveling. That's how he's catching up to everybody. There's no point in running. You might as well just go ahead and take my head off. At least give it back to me as a souvenir so I can at least say I went out like a champ.
Okay, so what would you do if Freddy Krueger was after you?
Man, just kill me because ain't no point. The man can come after you in your nightmares and your dreams. And it's crazy because Freddy's actually my favorite horror movie villain. There's really no escape. There's no escape. And it's too much work having to try to bring him out of the dream world just to try to kill him, knowing he's going to be back in the next 5 or 6 movies. Just kill me. I mean, it ain't that much scale in the world.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna see where you at. What would you tell Michael, Freddy, and Jason to keep them from killing you? What would you tell them?
I got school loans.
You think they care about school? You gotta say something to them. Man, like you know how the cartoon man. You don't want to eat me. I'm bony. I'm all bones. Look at the bones. What would you say to them to convince them not to take you out?
You don't want to kill me. I got school loans because if you don't kill me, they will.
You know what? I'm not messing with you.
I need to stay. Look, they don't quit. They will keep calling you even after you're dead and gone. You be in heaven in the afterlife chilling. They still, hey, Mr. Johnson, I know you're in the pearly gates and stuff, but you still need that $320. Salary man. I'm not even playing anymore. You still just let me live long enough to try to pay these off and then take me out the picture. So.
Look, the word said. I got that fire. We can go smoke.
Wow.
And then look, the word said on his interview, he said, I would go say, yo, Jason, guess what? Michael was talking about you, and he said this, yo, Freddie. He said, I do like the women do. That's how that Freddie versus Jason came about, because they were talking about one another. Look what happened with that. So, I mean, it's a good idea, but it's only gonna get you so far. I'm telling them, look, I got school loans, I got debt. Ooh, wow.
That'll get anybody out of it because they gotta feel bad for you. They know how much I gotta pay right now in my school loans and in my debt. Oh yeah, I think they'll let me get a pass. You owe how much? Oh, you know what? Let me put this machete back. Listen, I'm sorry, brother. Like I can only imagine. It's been almost 20 years. 20 years. Yeah. So,
you are funny.
I'm just saying.
Okay. What type of music do you absolutely like? One type of music you absolutely like?
Outside of rap and hip hop, country.
Oh, that's cool.
I like country. And so many people they bash it, but country is dope. They're really clever and creative with like lyrics and the titles, even like the hooks and stuff like that. They're like really, really dope. Yeah. So now I don't know all the names to some of the artists and stuff. I know a few, but as far as like, just the songs and everything. Yeah. That's one. Blues over country. Wow. I like blues, but I gotta go country. Nothing like those boots and that hat. And,
I'm sorry.
I'm country. KUN tree. I need that country.
And again is a fool.
I need the Beauty and the Blowfish. Well, I bet.
She said, I bet Freddie can kick Jason's butt and Jason can kick Michael's butt. And then she's like mixing it with like say, let's see who got this. She said, instigator.
Wow. The battle of the killers. That would be interesting. Have them face off, and then the winner faces off against the one that's on the bye week. But yeah, can't stand Modern Country, really. I just like it's just because it's different. It's different, and you'd be surprised how many genres mesh really well with country music. So it's kind of like just in a league of its own. So that's why I like it. All the other genres, they're dope. They've been around for years, but country is just interesting. Just about every song or every duet I heard was just like dope. So yeah, definitely country.
Okay, so that's good because not too many people talk about country, and I've actually heard some country music, and it sounds pretty good. It's not that far off from our music.
Yeah, look, Nelly did it. He did it with the country rap. Same thing with Bubba Sparks and other guys that paved the way. So I mean, hey, they can do it and make it what it is. Gotta pay homage to the country. Plus, when I was in elementary school, they actually taught us like the routine of square dancing. I don't know how to do it now. It's been years since I did it. So that was like my introduction into country music early. And I was just like, this is actually kind of dope. That's the two-step that you really want to do in the club. Is you got to be on the dance floor with that one. You can't, if you're trying to do square dancing from wherever you at in the club, you got to be on the floor with that. There's a lot of steps, but dope.
Okay, my next question is, who is the worst cook in your family? What did they try to cook? And you have to name them. Sorry, y'all.
All right. I'm gonna say myself because there's really no like bad cooks when it comes to my family. I ain't the most. I'm not a chef. I can dabble, but I'm not the best. Like my lady, when she came to visit me not too long ago, I had made fried chicken, but it came out a little pale, and it
came out what?
It came out pale, and it was like unseasoned. I liked it. I thought it was good, but she was like, "No, that's not it." So she had to like drown it in hot sauce and salt. Whole bunch of seasoning. She taught me how to properly season it because I told her I used to work as a cook back when my first job was KFC. So of course it was easy because all the stuff was already seasoned and mixed. All I had to do was just throw the chicken in the flour. That was it, simple. But I never actually like learned how to fully season chicken like the way she does it and stuff. So I would probably have to say myself because even though I thought it was good, to the rest of the public, it wasn't. But I told her I'm going to go viral with it one day. I'm going to make what's called USC, unseasoned chicken, and we're going to take the world by storm. So she said, yeah.
Don't do that to yourself.
She said the same thing.
Stick with you stick with the battles. Don't do that. And the gaming. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because that's going to be a one view video. Just you.
I guarantee you. I'll get. I don't know how many views I'll get, but I guarantee I'll get more than one view. Hey, look, USC. Tell me that don't got a nice little ring to it. I told her that too. She was like, no. She's like, do not do that to yourself. I said, too late. It's already in session. Merch is on the way.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm trying to save you, brother. I'm trying to save you.
Or you want to see the logo is going to be a piece of chicken and a bottle of seasoning next to it with that do not sign right next to it. Boom, USC.
I'm gonna troll that whole video. Be like, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, y'all. Don't look at it. It's gonna hurt you. You're gonna have nightmares. You're gonna be hurting in the stomach, and you ain't even ate it.
It's all about being different. That's all it is. Gotta be different.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do
it. See, it'll go viral because people, hey, troll.
Yeah, we're gonna troll. Exactly, Culture. We're gonna troll for real, for real.
Listen, for all my upcoming YouTubers, here's what people don't know. Trolling is nothing but an unpaid internship. It is annoying. It is frustrating. But at the same time, those trolls do help you become a name for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look. Word. Here's the thing, though. It's not uncooked. I'm never going to make uncooked chicken. It's cooked. It's just little to no seasoning. But it still has a intricate taste, though.
But if your girl didn't like it, then something wrong. Ain't no. If she don't like, if she had to drown that in hot sauce, there's something wrong, real bad.
I did it in hot sauce too, because
No, but she had to. You said it was okay, but you forced her into eating something that has zero flavor. That's not fair. Child, you better bring yourself your own little doggy bag when you go home. Bring your doggy bag, pre-cooked meals, and just pop it in the microwave. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's what you do.
Yeah. But no, believe it or not, as annoying as it is with trolls, they do help because they take time out their schedule to come into your stream and check out your channel and say this and that. That means you are becoming somebody. You made a name for yourself. So embrace the trolling. Even though it's frustrating, embrace it. Right? I've been called every name in the book from these trolls. And look, I'm still here. So I think every troll that then disrespected me and then talked about my unseasoned chicken and all of that stuff like that, thank you. I would not be where I'm at if it weren't for the support of everybody and the trolls. So you got to give the trolls their credit.
Well, I'm going to troll you because that chicken, if you put that chicken on there, you're going to be mad at me. You're going to be like, I don't like you no more. Be like, well, it's a shame what you did to that chicken.
So I'm telling Popeyes and KFC, move over. USC is coming.
No. You ain't even going to get a business plan for that one.
Okay, we're gonna see. I'm gonna take the world by storm, and when it does take off and it does big things, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody.
Oh, you gonna hear me? I'm gonna be like, "Where's my cut?"
No, everybody gonna be sticking their hand out when
look. I'm that person. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. I knew it was gonna work. I told him it was gonna work.
Nope. I'm playing all the footage of everybody that was clowning, saying, "He's serious about unseasoned chicken." I got all the footage. I got all the videos saved.
No, but how does it taste like? Because I've never had chicken without seasoning. What does it taste like for real? On a serious note, what does it taste like?
It's good. I mean, here's the thing. Like, it wasn't that it wasn't seasoned. I didn't put as much seasoning on it as I should have. So, because I didn't want to overdo it. Because one thing about me, like when I cook and stuff, I'm not really great at I don't know how to level the seasoning. Even my mom, same thing. Like I tell her, she's like, "Ain't no seasoning in here." I'm like, "I put seasoning in there. I just don't know. I don't know where to top it off at."
Oh, so you're being safe. I get what you said. Yeah, I'll do that too. I don't like a lot of seasoning either.
That's what I was telling my mom and my lady. I'm like, look, I'm just trying to be on the safe side. I don't want to overdo it, but at the same time, I don't want to not put anything. So it was like, but because they're the chefs, they're the cooks. So they were just like, yeah, I understand it, but still, it's not it. So I'm like, all right. So.
Yeah, James said he had bought some chicken from a store and he thought he had bitten into a salt block. So I get what you're saying. It's like you season it, but you don't want to overdo it. But I get it. It. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I'm just having fun with the name, unseasoned chicken, because that's what she called it. So.
Wow. Yeah, a lot of people, we got to back off that salt for real. For real. Yeah. I mean, that's a good. Yeah, we definitely got to do that. And I could get down with that because I could add what I want to it. Yeah.
Exactly. And
I get it. I thought you said zero, like you just flour and just throw it. No, you can't do that. That's what I thought when you said unseasoned.
That's what she said. She had made a joke about it, and she was like, yeah. She's like, I told her, I said, I seasoned it with love. And she was like, oh, you're so sweet. But she's like, this needs seasoning, though, seriously. I'm like, all right, look, I did what I could. She was like, yeah, there's zero seasoning. But she threw that hot sauce and that salt and pepper on there, tore it up.
Okay, then I mean, you can cook.
Yeah, I ain't no chef. I'm not Gordon Ramsay. I dabble a little bit. I've made a couple meals for her and my mom and stuff. So they know I can cook. I just can't. You ain't gonna see all the crazy flames and stuff like you see in the restaurants and all that. That ain't me. I'm not that person.
I think the word is trolling you.
It's all good.
I think he messing with you for sure. Oh my God. Hi, Nexty. How you doing?
It's all good. We just having fun.
Wow, he is really on your bumper, man, with that chicken. Wow.
Got
he said he used basil, parsley, and rosemary. I had to lay off seasoning. Well, I'm not using no basil, no parsley, and no rosemary. I want what Culture Invasion said. Laurie's is the devil. Well, guess what? I'm gonna be sucking on them Laurie's fried chicken legs. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I can't do. I have to have. I lead us. I use sea salt too. Sea salt is good.
yeah.
What you think about it?
Just give me some Goya. I'm good. I don't want no leaves and plants and twigs on my chicken and stuff like that.
Jesus, help me.
That's what I think of basil and parsley. I think plants and leaves off of bushes. I don't want that on my chicken. You don't see them sprinkling. You don't see them crushing up leaves in the fall and sprinkling all over fried chicken. No, I don't want that. No, or don't give me.
You burnt.
That's what I think of. I think of plants when I think of basil and barley and all that stuff like that. I'm thinking of stuff right outside my house and stuff. So.
You're a mess. Okay, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Name the best food to eat for a first date.
Best food. I'm trying to think. I know when my lady and I, when we made things official, I know I had cooked for her. I think I made pasta. So I would say any type of like pasta is
okay.
I think is a good dish.
Okay.
I mean, you can go. There's so many different variations. It's it's a romantic food.
Oh, okay.
To me, I think because you look at all the different types of movies, they always have like something that kind of like is it's always in the form of pasta. Like you think of like Lady and the Tramp. What they had, the spaghetti and meatballs.
Mm-hmm.
It's simple, but like I said, it definitely is it's a romantic dish, especially like for couples and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend something like that, like spaghetti, Alfredo, muscalini, or all those other ones, names I can't pronounce because they're just way too long. They got too many syllables and letters in them. But yeah, anything with a mushka is good.
You stupid.
Mushka Freddy, okay. Muscalini, okay. Muscateri, I don't know what that is, but okay. Yeah, just.
Wow.
Wow.
You are too funny.
Yeah, that'd be your
He
last
said
day.
an ice cream sandwich for a first. You know what? I'm done.
Yeah, first and last day, ice cream sandwich.
I'm done. The word is just acting up. Okay, so I want to ask you this question. Listen to me carefully, okay?
Okay.
What is your ultimate food combination? Hold on. So to put a food combo to, like, how you buy a combo, right? When you go to fast food. Now, pairing any and all places. For example, if you want a Crunch Wrap Supreme from Taco Bell, or a side of curly fries from Arby's, or if you want like the Hershey's pie from Burger King, something that's going to put the ultimate, what you consider to be your ultimate food combo. Name the restaurants for each food for that combo. It can't be just the same. It can't be the same restaurant.
Okay. That's a good one. I'm gonna say okay. Wow. Okay, I'll say Popeye's chicken.
With the chicken only?
Yeah, chicken. Just their chicken.
Okay.
I'm gonna say wow. See, I'm kind of trying to go soul food, but it's not too many places, so I guess I have to think about all the different. Okay.
You're making me hungry in this chat talking about food.
I'll say okay. I'll think of like an overall like restaurant dinner type of setting. So I'll say a Wendy's salad.
A Wendy's salad.
I'll say
Popeye's chicken.
I'll say Popeyes for the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say I'll say KFC sweet corn. Even though I don't know if they still have it or not because it's been years since
I haven't seen it, but we can leave it there.
their sweet corn is different. And, it make you rethink life. Let me see. Hmm. Oh, see, this is just, Roy Rogers. They had some great mashed potatoes.
Okay.
I would say now. And I'm not thinking of a place that has got veggies. Um, hmm. Any soul food spot in America for vegetables, for greens. Try to any if it's a place named Ray's Rib Shack, get your greens from there.
Okay. So that's your ultimate combo.
Okay. Oh, you know what? There's I don't know if they're like a huge chain or not, but I would say what's the name of that? Golden Crust. Uh, the vegetable rice from there, or
Okay.
spinach rice from Golden Crust, like a
Okay.
Caribbean cuisine spot. Their rice is that spinach rice is good. Okay, so yeah, there's. I was gonna say it's not too many places that. I was gonna say Popeye's macaroni because they changed it now. They got something home stop. You said we can't name the same place twice. Um, I
Oh,
would
that
say.
sounds good.
Um, oh, you know what? The cheddar biscuits from Red Lobster. I'm gonna say that.
Mm.
Olive Garden's breadsticks and Outback for the steak.
Oh.
I'll say Red Robin for like any type of burger.
Oh. Okay.
And as far as like wings, either Buffalo Wild Wings or Wingstop. If you're gonna do one of those two.
Okay.
Those are like top two. I haven't found anybody else that can match them.
Okay. Oh, you trying to teach us how to identify a gold digger? He kept calling me a gold digger because I kept saying during his interview that I was gonna get the money, but he didn't understand I was gonna have so much that I was gonna help everybody else. I wasn't gonna keep it to myself. Can't do that. I can't be sitting up here eating a steak and everybody else hungry, they stomachs touching their back. I can't do that. Okay, so your next question is it's midnight. What are you gonna grab for a snack?
Um, Either some movie microwave popcorn, or any candy from a 24-hour CVS, 7-Eleven, or Walgreens.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is one cuisine from around the world that you've always wanted to try?
Um, hmm, that's a good one. I would say one that I've never tried.
No, that you want to try.
Oh, that I want to try.
Uh-huh.
Uh, hmm, wow. I have yet to have. I guess it's. Well, I guess you could say it's part of the world. I mean, it's here in the states. You know, I've never. People probably gonna get mad at me about it. I've never tried gumbo.
What?
I have yet to try gumbo. I've never had it.
Wow. It depends though. There are different types of gumbo, so you
Yeah,
gotta know which one you want to eat. Some people,
everyone talks
yeah.
about the Louisiana style. That I would like to try, but I've never either that or crawfish. One of those two. I've never tried that. I do want to try.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So my next question is you get to pick one person um that you could eat brunch with. They could be either living or they could be gone. but they have to be a historical person. Who would that be, and why?
One person. Hmm. All right, I'm gonna say Michael Jackson.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, yeah. You better sit close because he talk low.
Oh, wow. Here's the thing, though. People don't realize he actually does have a deep voice. He just, kind of pitched it a little bit to make it sound low and squeaky, like he ate a chew toy. But his voice actually is pretty deep, though. There was one interview he did where he kind of he switched his voice up a little bit. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that that was something he did on purpose. I'm just playing. Okay, so I really enjoyed this. I'm gonna get you for a second interview, but I need you to leave us with some words of wisdom and encouragement.
Okay. Again, thank you for having me. This is
Thank
definitely a
you.
lot of fun. Big shout out to everybody in the live chat. Shout out to my cousin, my mom, my lady. Shout out to all of them. Everybody that's been supporting me since day one, back when I was my only sub.
Sorry.
It's funny. People laugh, but that's a really true story. When I first started, I was my own subscriber for a minute, and then everyone eventually started to get on board, like my mom, my aunt, a couple people. But yeah, for a while I was my own subscriber, and then I would go in. I would actually be typing stuff in the live chat, talking to myself. Oh yeah, don't judge me.
How many people inside your head besides you?
I don't know. Too many. It's like the Wu-Tang in my head.
Lord.
Like Project Roaches. Positive words.
So did you get discouraged when I know we're gonna end this, but it's just me because some people are gonna see this and I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, even though you're giving your last words. So did it discourage you that you were the only subscriber for a long period of time? And what kept you from quitting?
I'm sorry. I started only subs. That's funny. But no, to answer your question, did it discourage me? Not necessarily, because I knew, we all got to start from somewhere, And here's the thing. This is what I tell everybody. And this is kind of like positive words of encouragement. So it'll kind of flow into it. Anything that you want to do in life, or anybody that you want to become, or any skill or talent that you want to pursue, you have to be your own advertisement. You got to support you before anyone else can do so. Because if you don't support yourself, how can you get others to support what you're doing? You got to love, like I said, it goes back to what I was saying, you got to love and enjoy what you do. And if you truly do that, everyone will see it. And that's where the support's going to really come from. I enjoy what I do. I love what I do. Even if I only have 5 or 6 people watching one stream, I've been there before. I've had people where it was only 4 or 5 people in the live chat. I did a video that may have only 20 views. I've done a video which had 1,000 views. I've done one that was, like maybe 10 or 30 or 50, or then there's some that's like a couple hundred. So regardless of what, it starts with you first. If you love what you do, everyone else is going to enjoy it just as much because they see that you enjoy it. So they got to. And regardless of how they feel about it, whether they like it or not, they have no choice but to respect it because they see that you are doing you for you. So it all starts with what's truly your passion, what you enjoy. So no, was I discouraged? Was I upset? Not at all. Not at all. I mean, most people, I see them get mad, they get frustrated. Oh, yeah, nobody's coming to my channel, nobody's subbing, nobody's liking, nobody's commenting. There's a reason why. I mean, everyone may not get the opportunity to do it, you know, because you got to think about how many people are following your channel or they subscribe to you. You can't expect everybody to stop what they're doing just to tune into you. They'll tune in when you can. Support is support. Be appreciative of any support that you get from all aspects, because you got to think about it. These people are taking time out their busy schedules, taking time away from what they're doing to come and see what you're doing. You better be grateful for that. You better be appreciative. I don't care if it's 2 or 3 people in the entire live stream. You could be going for 3-4 hours. If you still got those same 2-3 people in there from the minute you start to when you end it, be grateful of that, because they could have been doing anything else, but they are taking time out to tune into you, to support you, to enjoy whatever you are doing. So you got to be grateful about that. You got to be. And even if you don't have anybody watching or tuning in, still rock out and do your thing as if people were there. Because what that does is that prepares you for professionalism as you start to elevate and get bigger with your channel, whatever you're doing. There's been times where I did the debate table. I would do an episode on my podcast where, like, for the first, I remember one episode I did, I think I was maybe like 20 minutes in and nobody was in there. And I was just talking, you know, because again, it's a recording. So eventually it's going to catch wind to somebody. So set it up and do your thing as if people were actually in there. You know, formulate your sentences, formulate your thoughts, get everything together. Think about what you want to say and how you're going to say it. Do all the things that you would do if you have an audience there. Because sometimes that's the best way of form of practice too, when no one's there. Because now that kind of helps you get over your fears or your stage fright or whatever might be keeping you from wanting to do more. It's a good thing. So that one episode I did, 15, 20 minutes in, no one came in. But I went ahead and still did it. And then before you know it, that 0 turned into like 20 people. And it ended up like generating almost 300 views. So you never know where it's going to go. And more importantly, you never know who's watching. You know, sometimes the algorithm could be a little off with YouTube, but again, you never know. So you always want to do it up to the fullest. You always want to be at your best with every single thing. You got to entertain yourself before you can entertain everybody else. Because everyone else, if you don't find yourself entertaining, what makes you think anyone else is? You know, like, again, everyone's coming here to look to see what's new, what's different. What is this person doing that the next person isn't doing? You know, this is what they want. So you got to be at your A game at all times. And I've seen people that have like literally no one in their streams and they're still rocking out and doing their thing. And then you go back the next day, they got like almost 100 views. Because, I mean, sometimes some people just can't necessarily make the lives. And, you know, I know a lot of people, they get upset and be like, oh, BDB, I'm so sorry I didn't make the stream. I'm so sorry I couldn't make it to your live. It's cool. I don't trip. I'm not one of the people. Why you ain't go to my live? Why ain't come to my live? Why ain't come to my premiere? I just did Battle of the Beast. How come you weren't on this episode? It's all good because support is support. You know, you got to think about after you're done, after that 24-hour day, there's going to be people tuning in. If they really rock with you and they love what you do, they're going to be there. They're going to see that. They're going to tune in. They may not be able to do it right then and there, but they'll tune in. There's been plenty of times like where my lady, for example, she couldn't always check out every stream, but there would be times where she would go back and watch it and she would comment and stuff. And same thing with me. But we got that support though. We love what we do, so we're going to support each other even if we can't be there all the time. So again, be appreciative of the support from every single aspect. Don't just look for people to just do this and do that. Show people that you enjoy what you're doing and what brought you to this platform, so that way they can idolize that and continue to keep learning from you, and it helps them become better. So yeah, I was never like ashamed or bummed out about it. You know, again, if I had one person in there, myself, hey, that's great. I'm all the company I need. I mean, Now that I got more people in there, it's even more fun. But I still keep doing what I'm doing, regardless of how many people come in or not. Some people get upset about it. Never get bummed out about it. Keep going. Keep pushing. Because when it comes time to have hundreds of thousands of people in there, you better be prepared. You better be ready to go. You don't want to stumble and make mistakes. And And more importantly, always learn from your content, learn from your previous stuff. Never delete any of your old stuff. I still go back and look at some of my old stuff as stepping stones on where I was then to where I am now, and how I can get better and learn from my previous mistakes. Okay, I know not to do this. I know not to do that. I know not to say this. I know not to say that. Be cautious of this. Be cautious of that. So it's always a blessing.
Okay. So have you because you have one of those voices, and me and Miss April said it earlier, you have a really, really nice speaking voice. Was there any training, or is that just you?
Just everything I'm an observer of life. I just pay attention to everyone and everything in my surroundings. And I just kind of like, I mean, a lot of it I've learned from my mentorship, from friends and family. Again, my lady, and and people I met along the way. But more so, also myself, just being an observer of just everything, and just kind of taking it one day at a time with the lessons that I'm learning in just everyday life. You're always learning something. Every single day of every single month and year, you're always learning something. It's always a day of something. Not just picking up books or going to the library and stuff like that. You're going to always learn something. There's always going to be something that you learn this day that you can take with you down the road years from now, that you expanded on from that one day. So yeah, I've just always just kind of been an observant person. Just kind of pay attention to all my surroundings. So yeah, it just kind of came with it. My mom, she always gives on me. She's like, "You need to be a public speaker and all that stuff like that." I'm like,
for real though, you have that voice. That's why I was like, wow. Before a YouTuber, he must have been like a radio commentator. You know how people or something like that, because you have and the word has one of those voices that could put you to sleep. He has one of those real calming voices, and sometimes it's hard to hear him. And I was gonna tell him, turn up your mic, bro. Turn up your mic. When you get a little bit older, some of us have a little bit of problems kind of hearing some of what you're saying. Turn up your mic, bro. But he has a really, really soothing voice, and you have that kind of voice that's like it's professional. Like it's professional.
Thank you. You said a word got gills like a fish. Can't really hear him.
I didn't say that word. I didn't say that. Y'all gonna get each other. I ain't say that. I didn't say that.
Payback word. Payback for talking about my unseasoned chicken. Now I'm playing.
Look, I choose my battles wisely. I'm the type of person. Look, I'm the type of person that talk trash, close the door, and drive off so you can't get the last word back.
So tell us how you got to do it. But no, I've been presented with that. People saying, "Oh, you should definitely do some type of public speaking or motivational speaking." I mean, we'll see. It was never like my intention to do that. But I mean, if it ever does happen, I'm not going to say I wouldn't be open to doing it. But I want like my story to. I feel like my story resonates with a lot of people. And so I just want people to know, like, I came from nothing to something just like everyone else. Like, nothing was handed to me. I had to work really hard to get everything that I've acquired. So, it's not hard. It's, it's only as bad as you want it. If you really want it, you'll go make it happen, whatever it is. You can, it's not a difficult thing. The only person stopping you is you. No one's telling you, it's not anyone saying, "Oh, well, you can't do this, or you can't do that, or you can't." No. That's you telling yourself that.
Right.
They're not in control of you. They don't have a remote control telling you when to go and what to do and all that stuff like that and doing different. No, you are your own controller. You control what you choose to do. And it's like that. So that's what I tell everybody. Don't let you stop you from doing what you want to do.
Okay, let me ask you a question, because these are good, and it's like I'm trying to let you go, but other stuff is popping up in my head since I got you here. So what do you say to that person? Say they're trying to figure out who they are on YouTube. They said, "I want to be a YouTuber. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try that until I find my niche." Right. So a bunch of negative people come in and try to like mess with you, what would you tell that person, especially if they finally found their niche, but you still have those negative Nancy's? What would you tell them?
Ignore them and let them do what they do, because trollers are nothing but supporters, just in the form of they're negative supporters. They like what you do, but see, they're jealous because they didn't think of it first.
Mm.
They didn't think to, oh man, he beat me to it. I was going to do that. I should have did it, but I didn't. Now he's doing it. Oh, let me throw some shade at him. Yeah, look at you. But that's what they do. It's they want to learn from you, but they don't know how to do it. So they act unaccordingly in disguise as a form of a favor. So let them troll. Let them say this and let them say that. All the while they're doing that, they think they're doing something. You might get irritated, you might get annoyed and stressed out from it, but guess what? Your numbers are growing, your views are growing, your watch time, your subs, all that stuff is growing. Little do you know, you're so frustrated by what all the antics that they're doing, not realizing they're really helping you elevate your channel. So many people that said, when I tell you I would say my second and my third year in to YouTube, I'm gonna more so say like probably my third year, I had the trolls coming in heavy, calling me every name in the book, racial slurs. I mean, it was bad. I mean, like dropping profane language left and right, just saying all different types of stuff. And I got irritated by it, but then I go back and look, I'm like, oh, damn, 400 views? Okay. Yeah, sure. Keep on talking. Go ahead.
Right.
Keep on calling me the N-word. Yeah. Just put a banner that goes across the screen when I'm streaming. Hey, I'll take it. Hey, look, if it's going to build me up, because one of my friends, his name is Seriously Persona. Big shout out to him. He's a YouTuber as well. He told me, he was like, when they're doing that's YouTube's way of seeing, okay, he's becoming a name. He's becoming something on here, because they could be doing that to anyone else, but they're stopping and doing that to you. So he's like,
right.
Like ignore it, but embrace it. Not in a positive way, like don't go and do it to others, but just let it happen.
Right.
Because it's going to help elevate your growth. And like I said, it's very frustrating. I know a lot of people that have been through it. They've hit me up like, man, I got people coming in saying this, saying that. Let them. Half these people you're never going to meet.
Right.
These could be people on a whole nother planet. Could be aliens or whatever saying this. Let them. Let them. You're getting mad. So I'm going to go knock you out. I'm going to go, go ahead. You don't even know where that person lives. You'll be catching flights for the rest of your life trying to find every single person that's coming to every single stream saying something derogatory or disrespectful about you. Let them. Because once you start to grow, you're going to be thanking them. I want to take this time out now to thank every single troll that has called me every name in the book. Thank you. Because if it weren't for y'all, who knows where I'd be right now. I'd probably still be at 1 sub. So thank you for talking all the stuff you've said about me. Thank you for disrespecting my brick boots and my unseasoned chicken. Talk about both the left and right side, gray spots on my beard. Thank you for the disrespect. I love it.
You a mess. I really enjoyed this interview. You are a mess. And I definitely want another interview with you. This is I think I'm gonna take it in a different direction the next time. Because I know that you're getting more and more busy with your battle of the beats. Can you because some people wasn't here, can you real quick explain how you got into that part of YouTube, the battle of the beats?
So the troll leader. I like that. So a lot of people think Battle of the Beats is its own separate entity. It's actually a part of the podcast. I just added that segment on to help expand the episodes. And I wanted to kind of go in a different direction, with just the overall topics, because I was getting suggestions from different people, friends and family and people on YouTube of, I was trying to ask for different suggestions on topics to go with, and people were giving me some really good stuff. But the thing is, I need the topics to correlate around the premise of what the title of the podcast is, which is the debate table. So think of it like the United Nations. Every time they come together, they always debate about different topics, different current events that are going on in the world. There's always going to be different sides. You got people that agree, you got people that disagree, and then you got those people that are neutral in between. So I had to think of a topic or something that I know could have different sides of the fence.
Mm-hmm.
People that like it, people that dislike it, people that are in between. And I thought, I'm like, okay, you know what? Outside of art and gaming, I love music. Even though I don't have any plans or ever like doing music or pursuing anything. Like I said, I can't sing. People are like, oh, you know, you should start producing and stuff. I'm like, nah, I'll say that to the pros. But just as far just me being a listener, love it. So yeah, of course I'll debate about it. So yeah, and it's one of those. I think it's one of the top tier topics that people constantly debate about all the time. So why not? And so what Battle of the Beats is, it gives everyone an opportunity to let their voice be heard through their music and make something of themselves, even if they're already established. You know, it gives those people that are already established an opportunity to just have fun and just do something different and feel like they're actually a part of something and be a part of something that is starting to grow astronomically. And so with this series, it's different producers from all around the world, not just here in the US, but I'm meeting people internationally that are just coming together. They're participating in these fun, friendly battles. You know, it's competitive for them, but it's entertaining for us because we get to not only get introduced to new people that we've never met and we probably will never ever meet. I mean, I won't say we never ever meet. We never know. But, you know, this is a way for everyone to kind of get an introduction to what they do. And at the same time, we're able to enjoy all different types of music. We can vibe out to it because, like I said, the hashtags for BLB is mood music and not your average beat battle because it's not. We're focusing on different genres. Every genre you could think of will pull into this segment, this series. And on top of that, it also gives everyone an opportunity to connect with others who they've never met in and out of YouTube, because I have a lot of people that come through, even with the judges. I love to get different people up on the panel and get their take on the different types of music. And it's so amazing when I'm like, you know, because I don't judge anymore. I fell back from it, so I can just focus more on hosting. But as I'm talking to the judges and we're listening to them and just hearing all the just the way they critique everything is so dope. Like when they tell me how it reminds them of this, or how they think of that when they hear it, or who they could hear using this beat, or singing to, or rapping to, or whatever they're going to use it for. It's so dope to just get their insight. And that's what the debate table is about. It just gives everyone the opportunity to pull up a chair and let their voice be heard and give everyone the opportunity to express themselves without being criticized, chastised, or judged. And it's the same thing with BOB. You know, everyone can come through, you know, whether they want to battle, showcase their music, or if they want to be on a panel to judge and listen to it. Some people might take it to heart. Some people might get offended. But ultimately, you shouldn't, because, like I said, it's a win-win for everybody. It's just one big spectrum for everyone to just connect, network, and vibe. So that's the overall premise of it. Again, I'm always looking for more producers. I'm always looking for more judges. Anybody that wants to be a part of it can definitely do so. Because, I mean, right now we're about 10 episodes in. It's starting to expand. So I would love to keep it going as long as I can. As long as I can keep meeting people that can just keep giving me the music and just keep showcasing their talents. Yeah, we can keep this thing going as long as they want. But like I said, it's up to the fans. It's up to the producers. It's up to everybody that made it what it is to help me keep it going. I can, it's no problem. But without them, I can't keep it going. Without the music, without the beats and everything, there is no battles.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm always just looking for different people. Even if you wanted to come in and judge, you could definitely do so as well. I love to just hear different people's feedback. It's kind of like a listening party, you know. And again, you're going to have people that are going to they're going to agree, they're going to disagree, you know, they'll be in between, but it's still just a dope vibe, and it gives something for everyone to be a part of. and feel
Right.
and enjoy. So, yeah.
I like the way you have it set up though, because a lot of times when people do Battle of the Beats, it's just that one person that's deciding. You bring in different people, and that's what makes it feel so much more fair.
Yeah.
Because it's not just you like, yeah, this is my homie, I'ma always go for him. You're like, no, tell me what you think. You know what I'm saying? Whether
Yeah.
I disagree or whether I agree. I like how you have the people set up to say what they like about it, what they think about it. I really like the last guy that won, and we were saying that it was movie ready, it was soundtrack ready.
Mm-hmm.
That was dope. That music was dope for real. It was. That's why I like the way you set it up, and not a lot of people will set it up like that. They want to be the judge, jury, and everything else, but you're like, no, I'm just gonna let everybody say what they say, and then at the end we're gonna come to a conclusion and who is the winner. And I
Yeah.
like that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
And
because honestly, with music, everyone's going to have an opinion.
yeah,
You know, I try to tell some of the producers, don't, feel bad if, people don't necessarily resonate to whatever it is. I mean, like I said, you're still getting your name out there because you might have, I think we play 6 beats for each episode. You might have, like, out of 6 of those beats, there may be at least 1 or 2 that everyone's gonna like. Some people may not like it, some might like it. But it's like, look at the bigger picture too. Even outside of the battles, the competition, that just gives people something to talk about. The audience gives them something to kind of like, discuss amongst themselves. Like, hey, who you think's gonna win? You think it's gonna be a draw? It's like barbershop or hair salon talk, stuff like that. So that's for the people. But at the same time, I tell all the guys, regardless of who wins or loses, you never know who you're going to connect with. Some of these guys are connected with people on and off of YouTube just from this segment. They're talking about doing music together. They're talking about, hey, I might need some of your beats for like my channel or, this platform I'm getting ready to start. So it's just like there's so many windows and doors that are opening because of these opportunities. And then it's like, even when you go through those doors and go through those windows, there's even more doors and windows waiting for you of opportunities that are going to open up. So it's like, look at the bigger picture. I mean, of course, yes, naturally compete, have fun and stuff. But, even if for those that have lost, I try to tell them, look, just because you lost, I mean, this is still a small thing. It's not anything big yet. It's not like it's anything that's televised. I mean, we would love to get it to that point to where we can actually do venues and events. But even for right now, look, this is something you can go back and tell your kids and their kids and their kids, like, hey, I was a part of this and stuff like that. You never know who's tuning in, who might hear your stuff, and who might want to hit you up. Like, hey, look, I saw you on this BOB thing on YouTube and stuff. Hey, let's talk some business and stuff. I like your music. I like your sound. I like what you're doing. So it's a win-win, regardless of whether win, lose, or draw for everybody. And it gives people something to look forward to. I have so many people hit me up, when's the next BOB? When's the next BOB? So it's a joy for me to be able to do that and to be able to get different people on there every time and just keep the energy and the positive vibes going every episode.
That's cool. That's cool. Well, I'm definitely glad you do it. And I like to, if I miss anybody's stuff, I'm the replay queen. I'm the replay queen, most definitely. But you guys, please connect with him. Make sure if you want to be a part of his panel, what can they do? They email you? Do they just message you on your panel? What?
So all my information is in my about section. I have everything separated, and I also have everything within my link tree. All my contact information and stuff. So Discord, Instagram, email. Anybody who has my direct line, you can hit me up. And yeah, just let me know. Hey, Bdpbg, I'm looking to participate as a contestant. I'm looking to be a judge. Yeah, and I've been making a list, and I just literally just go down as I'm putting every episode together. I just go around just asking, hey, you want to be a part of this? You want to judge for this one? If not, you can do the next one. And then I'll just start getting all the episodes together of all the guys that are going to be facing off. So yeah, I'm easily reachable. So for anybody that wants to be a part of this, whether you're battling or judging, yeah, just definitely hit me up. And also too, I started adding pre-shows into each episode. So 10 minutes. Yes.
Pre-shows? Okay.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I've been meeting different artists that I
Mhm.
found out do music. And so you know how like how they have like an award show or like a ceremony or like a concert. You know, you'll have like the opening act, and then they go into the actual performance or show. It's kind of like that. I'll do like the first 10 minutes. I'll let you know, different artists who have music that they want to showcase, or like a hit single from their album or EP mixtape, or just, you know, just something that they're working on. I'll have it playing so that people can connect with them as well, and, you know, get a chance to check out what they're doing musically as well before we actually commence the battle. So I've done about, I'd say about 3 or 4 pre-shows already with just with different artists that I've been meeting, and I found out do music and are really talented. So it's also my way of advertising and promoting for them to help them reach a broader audience and get their name out there as well.
Okay. So stay on afterward. But I thank everybody for joining BDB. I be messing his name up. I just call him BD. I'm my family will tell you I will mess your name up so bad and be thinking I'm right.
I've so many people mess it up. So many people say PDBG and they'll name it after television networks. All it is. So I'm just like,
yeah. So everybody connect with everybody. Thank you. At it again. Thank you, Brian. I just met Brian and them at D Love. They were so welcoming to me. I love it. This sector over here is so beautiful. Thank you, Culture. Culture is my buddy. I think everybody that's in here, of course, Miss April, that's my girl, that's my buddy, that's my sister. Letitia, thank you. Young Riaz, much love to you and much respect to you. Quincy, everybody that showed up for Big Daddy Beard today, thank you for supporting him. Continue, you guys, please. I ask you, continue to support him. All right, because you never know where you could take him. And let me tell you something. If you have a string attached to him and he's soaring, don't you know he's going to pull you up too? He's going to pull you up right behind him. So if he reaches a million, he's going to reach back. That I just see that in him. So don't ever count people out. You know, just continue to support each other. You know, if you don't have a lot of subscribers, let us know. We'll try to do the best that we can to get your channel up. Even if I'm not there yet, I'm still going to try to help you. Those that want to interview, that's from BD, let me say Big Daddy Beard section. Get in contact with him. Let him know you want me to interview you, and I will talk with him, and we'll set something up to see if we can get you on the get you going. Okay. But with that being said, you guys don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget that you're all beautiful. Okay. And I want you to stay positive. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Thank you.
take care.